That's what we're going to be doing, is concern trolling tonight. Why, hello, everybody. Good evening.
0 people.
Oh, no, it takes a while to update. What'd it do?
Hello.
No, we're going to be the ones concern trolling tonight. What's up, Carmelo? I'm concerned about you, man. You need to go get that lump checked out.
He's got a lump?
Didn't you hear about that? I heard that he had a lump, so he should go get it checked out.
Probably. I mean, you don't want that to get any bigger.
What's up, Isaiah Bunyan? Dude, your mom is really concerned about your drug habit. And she told me that. Well, I heard, she didn't tell me that, but I heard that she told some people that she's really concerned about that. And you really need to, like, get that looked at, dude.
I'm so bad at this.
No, it's alright.
Bullshit.
No, it's alright.
You're the entertainer guy.
I'm the entertainer guy.
Yeah.
Dance monkey.
I don't know how to...
No, it's okay.
Guys, I have a lizard.
That's Nova.
This is Chelsea's lizard. We're taking care of her.
Yeah, we're babysitting.
Lizard sitting.
We're lizard sitting. While Chelsea and TJ are out of town.
Yes, Paul
The
is
empty
hot.
face. Would you have still gone through therapy if you knew how it would have ended? Yeah. Because I'm better off, like, at least I'm in more control of my life because of it. Even if I had to pay a pretty hefty price for it. Maybe that was the lesson I learned, is that everything that's really good in life comes at a hefty price.
It's not food. No, it's not food.
Dinor, will you please not
Do you want to antagonize the lizard?
antagonize
Please.
our guest? Could you act like you got some class, Dinor?
Look at her. Like, my boobs are her shelf.
Act like you got a mama. Like you wasn't raised in some kind of test tube somewhere. Huh? Thank you. That's very nice of you to sit down like a little gentleman. Yeah, dude, Nova loves them titties, dude. She's nestled right into them titties.
I
She's
know.
like, yes, this mother unit has large mammary glands. I will nestle between these mammary glands and shelter myself from the cold. Holy moly, them some big old titties. Wow, dude. What an emphatic comment.
Did you ever say, like, here or on the show that you weigh the same as TJ? Or
Yes, exactly the same.
Yeah.
299.2 is what we weighed the last Sunday before the workout. After the workout, I lost over a pound, and TJ somehow managed to gain a pound.
What?
Yes.
Did his food just, like, I don't know, did he have some poop build up in there or something during the workout?
I think he just, because he drank water. Like, he kept, he would go for 2 minutes and then be like, fuck this. And he'd walk up and drink like a gallon of water and come back and do 2 minutes and go, fuck this. And he'd go drink a gallon of water.
That's probably why.
So he probably drank like a belly full of water when he went. But whatever. Still, he got some exercise, and that's a good thing, yeah? That's never a bad thing.
That's interesting, though. Like, you look so different, but you weigh the same because he's just so much taller.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just that extra, like, little few inches, like, packing so much more blubber onto that frame just kind of makes your fat do different things, I guess. I guess if I had 5 more inches on my height or 4 more inches on my height, I'd have segments, too.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. Instead, you're just a ball.
Dr. Segmento. Yeah, instead I'm just a ball, dude. I know BMI, shut the fuck up. I know TJ was right about BMI. I'm fine with that. It's fine. Like, quit it.
I'm just trying to make a comparison about their body types.
She's just doing a visual.
Goddamn.
She's saying we have very different... I mean, TJ and I are both big dudes. He's bigger. He's got, you know, like I said, 3-4 inches on me. But...
She's looking at my neck.
She's like, yes.
My neck is bleeding, so...
Oh, yes, this one has a wound.
Does
I
that
will
kill
lick
me,
this
dude?
wound clean of the nourishing blood.
love how this is playtime for her.
Yes. This is Nova's playtime. Nova likes to sit and absorb the heat from the mother unit for 20 minutes a day.
Her little belly was kind of cold.
Aw.
She was sitting
Well,
off
she
of the
wasn't-
light.
yeah,
I
she
guess
wasn't-
in the mood.
She wasn't in the mood to be under the heat lamp, I guess. At least you have 3 or 4 inches of dick on him. Yeah, that's true. Do you have a favorite painting? I do. It's called 1 Second Before Awakening. It's a Salvador Dali painting, and it's right over there on the fucking ground. We need to go get a hammer, dude. While the guys are out of town, we're gonna get a hammer. We're gonna get some fucking some drywall nails, and we're gonna hang these
I'm
fucking
really
pictures.
disappointed. I thought your favorite painting was A Giant Gash by Ashley.
Well, that's my second favorite painting. The Giant Gash by Ashley.
It's actually up there.
Yeah, the Giant Gash, dude. Is that a fucking lizard? Yes.
Go on away from me, okay, Nova?
What do you think it'll take for TJ to actually start working out seriously like me? I mean, he has said that he's coming back on Sunday, when Ben and I meet again to do our weekly workout. So, if he's committed to doing it once a week, that's better than TJ doing nothing. And I'm not gonna slight him in private about that. I mean, I might fuck with him on the show a little bit about it, but honestly, something is better than nothing. So, as long as he actually keeps showing up, that's cool. My first trip to the gym was not a pretty thing. I didn't hit it up like, like I'm doing now, my first time there. You're not getting anywhere once a week?
Pretty sure that's him wanting attention because he's pooped already.
I don't know. I don't know how long it's been since he's been out.
Right before you got home.
Okay, well, he can wait a little bit. Just take him out a little bit.
Yeah, you wait. We're
Just
paying
chill.
attention to the other
Yeah,
pet
we're
now.
chilling with Nova right now, asshole.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, this is a rare African tit nester. Yeah. An African tit nester. Nests in the large, ample breasts of the women that are very, very particular to an area of the desert in Namibia. They have big, pendulous, hanging, swinging breasts. And the tit nester will climb up in between those big, beautiful, pillowy titties and lay its eggs. Which is what Nova...
starving in Africa and they have, like...
Yes.
Raisins for tits. Like... Just saying. Like...
Yes, some of them do. But
I don't
in
know
that
everybody in
particular
Africa,
area,
like,
in that particular area of
South Africa
Namibia,
here is doing pretty fine, right?
yeah, they're doing fine.
Okay.
And in Namibia, there's one area where the women are well fed and them titties is fat.
Okay.
And the tit nester lives in them titties.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, Nova is gonna escape her fucking cage and kill me in the night. I can just smell it coming. This one must die. Show me your dick? No. Hardest drugs you guys have done? What about you, Ashley? What's the hardest drug you ever done?
Does taking benzos for my issues count?
So Klonopin is the hardest drug you've ever
I
done?
know, Klonopin, weed. I tried mushrooms, but that didn't work. So that's
She didn't get much of a trip.
that's baby drugs, really. I've never done hard drugs.
Meth is mine.
Can't believe you. Oh, I posted
Meth.
that picture
Oh,
of
meth.
us on Facebook. The one like where I think we're at the restaurant and I was smiling. You're like or something. Yeah, I posted that on Facebook.
I photobombed you, dude.
Yeah.
Are you gonna play Persona 5? Probably. I'll probably get it at some point. That lizard is gonna take a big slippery shit on those big old tits.
No.
She only poops in the tub.
Yeah.
Nova only likes to go bathroom in the tub, and she only does boom boom once every 2 days. And she likes to be laid in a nice lukewarm bath so that she can easily poop. So on Friday, we're gonna put Nova in the bathtub, or Thursday. No, Friday. On Friday we're gonna put Nova in the bathtub and she's gonna take a nice poop. I wish Dinor was more like Nova.
I know. Why
Piece
don't
of
we get a
shit you are,
lizard?
Dinor. Can you be more like this lizard? Can I just put you in the bathtub once a day and let you poop? And then rinse it down the fucking drain and call it a day?
He's looking at
me like
no.
if Nova wants to stay on those titties, she knows better than to shit on Ashley. Exactly.
That's true.
Dude, yeah, because she'd be like, you are holding Nova this time. Yeah, and if Nova takes a dump on them titties, that's the last time she's going to be on them titties.
Yep. You're a good girl, Nova.
Yeah, Nova wouldn't do that, though. She doesn't poop on the titties. You wouldn't do that.
No, of course not. You're so cute.
You smoked crack? I'll do it again. Cool.
Okay.
Hello, Ashley. Please tell me what Paul's ego farts. Oh, no, it's Thursday Lane. Get out of here, you fucking faggot. This dude with 1 million accounts. He's always like, farts, and you want to know what your farts smell like. Fuck him. I ban him every time I see him. He's a piece of shit. Will you sign my neck beard? Sure.
Well, if he ever comes back and watches on another account, I don't know. I don't really smell your farts.
Yeah, I don't really fart all that often. I'm not a farty dude. I mean, I get a fart now and again, but I'm not a super farter.
And if I do, they just smell like a fart and I run away.
Like, yeah, like Budassi, dude. That's what they smell like. They smell like duty. It's a fart, dude. It's coming. It's like all the air that surrounds all the duty.
Yeah.
That's why it smells like duty. What do you mean? What does it smell like? It smells like dookie. Eric the actor had a great question. Okay, well I missed it. So it must not have been that great. If it was that great, it would have popped off the screen at me. Do you think free will is real? No. We've gone over this. Free will doesn't exist. You don't have it. No matter how much you want it, you don't have it. I've not seen... Oh, Ashley, have you seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Yes, both the original and Brotherhood and the movie.
And did you like it?
Yeah.
You Reiki?
Yeah. Brotherhood was better than the original,
Okay.
but they're very up there, both of them.
Cool. How often does Ashley smoke weed? Way less often than I do.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe 2 or 3 times a week max.
Yeah.
She'll and when she
I
smokes,
smoked a lot more when we first got here, but then
she
since
chilled
then,
back
I've
off of it.
really
It doesn't
calmed
really help her the same way that it helps me.
down. No. And then when Krista was here, I was smoking a bit, but then I fell asleep a lot because I like indica, so I stopped.
Yeah, Ashley likes indica. She doesn't really like the way sativa makes her feel.
I don't mind either. I mean, I don't mind sativa, but I prefer.
Well, if you're falling asleep a lot, sativa is like the way to not fall asleep. But whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, Ashley doesn't smoke anywhere near as often as I do. I smoke all day, every day, and she smokes 3 times a week probably.
I do take my pen to work now, just in case.
Yeah, a puff here, puff there.
It can
Snoop.
get kind of stressful, actually. I mean, it's just Jamba Juice, but it can get stressful.
What's the best way to conserve weed? Crack addiction leaves me with very little currency. This is, pipes, bongs, somewhere where you can put out the bowl. See, like I did there. Use the lighter to extinguish the bowl between hits. This is the best way to conserve weed. Joint burns constantly, and all that smoke that you see coming off the end of the joint, as cool as it looks, is just weed going up in the air that should be in your lungs. So something like this, a bong, that's the best way to conserve weed if you're going to burn it. The best way to conserve weed is to get a vape. And Gravity Bong is another amazing way to really get everything out of your weed. Knife hits is another way of doing it.
I don't think I've ever taken
But getting a vape lets you save the weed that you vape. You save it in a big jar, and then when you've got enough of that, you can reuse it and cook some killer fucking brownies with it.
Bakemonogatari, I think that was the one I saw. And I know there's a lot of ones in that series. hardly remember it because it was hard for me to follow. I need to watch it again. I'm watching Maid Dragon.
Assad is a great leader and deserves to control Syria. Chemical weapons are actually very humane. Cool, dude. What a great opinion you have, man.
Dude, I watched one episode of Naruto and I was like, I can't do this. I can't.
It's pretty fucking lame. All the dudes that like at San Japan or whatever we went to. Which one was the one we went to? We went to Ikikon. All the dudes that had the Naruto headbands looked rapey. Looked like dudes that might like try and make a weird move on you out of nowhere, just like hey.
Yeah.
They just had that aura around them. Like all the dudes that had the metal headband were just like, ooh. Let's give these guys a wide berth. It's pretty bad. You should make Ideology like a weed product review channel, like Custom Grow 420, but not obnoxious. Why not? She's not obnoxious. Don't be a dick, dude. Custom Grow 420 is awesome, and I'm not trying to do what she does. I like to just sit and chill and talk to people. If you and Ashley could share consciousnesses, would you? And would you be nervous to do so? That would mean that we would know what the other was thinking at all times, and we would also have access to the other's memories and inner monologue at all times. Now, you'd have to give me that for you, but you'd get mine, and vice versa. That's the trade. I don't think we'd be together for 5 minutes.
Really, I think it's really not that bad, but I mean, like, you know, like your inner thoughts, or they can get bad.
Yeah, the inner thoughts are real bad, man.
Yeah.
Like, no, I would not want to know her horrible thoughts about me when I'm being a dick, and I'm sure she doesn't want to know some of the things I think about her.
Not being a dick. Like, sometimes I come home and I see, like, maybe something is a bit dirty, and I'm fucking kill him, but I don't say anything.
Shit. Yeah, dude.
Like, always the stupid issue with the hamper. Anytime there's, like...
The hamper thing is her trigger, dude.
I know.
And
my inner monologue is, why can't he just fucking put his clothes in the goddamn hamper? This fucking piece of shit. Does he not understand?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, there you go. The thing that put me off Naruto was the random exposition that would disrupt the show. And Naruto's voice actors were always annoying as fuck. I don't know. I've never always seen it.
Did you watch the English one? Because the English voice actors are usually always annoying. Usually.
Habanero or Naga Jolokia. I've never had a Naga. I've had a habanero. They're tasty. I think that a Naga is way hotter.
Paul doesn't fart very often.
Like I said, I'm not a farty dude.
Sorry.
I know that's the meme, but you know, I do fart, but it's not like on the regular. I can't do a fart. I hate that fucking fat. He's got like I swear to God, dude, 1 billion.
After every stream,
accounts.
he probably prepares another 7 accounts.
It's so stupid. It's just like, I don't mind banning him over and over, but he'll spam it over and over until I do it. So I just have started, every time I see a Thursday lane, I just ban it. It's like, man, dude.
Sorry, dude.
Constant fucking dedication to just like type shit nobody's reading.
Did you figure where you're gonna put your Nier stickers that I got?
Why did I originally start doing YouTube videos? Was it because of the manatee? Partially. Oh yeah, the Nier stickers. I'm gonna put them on my computer somewhere probably. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I want to put them somewhere where I can see them a lot.
Yeah.
And I can't really see my computer a lot.
Stickers, like, I know they're always so hard to find a place to put them.
I'll figure it out.
But they're really cute.
I mean, yeah, I started watching Brett Keane. Brett Keane was like the first vlogger I think I watched on YouTube of any note. And I remember watching him and thinking, like, yeah, I can do that. You know, I could do what he's doing. And he's got a lot of people watching him. And so that's why I kind of started it. Thank you for the well wishes on the workouts, man. Yeah, it feels good to be healthier, you know. So it's just getting over the hump is the hard part and sticking with it. What does Ashley think about the concept of an AI god? So they're talking about like the shit that I talk, where I'm talking about like having an AI that kind of runs everything for us and allowing, people to use it as a spiritual outlet if they want to, and having that replace their worship of like Yahweh and Allah and all that bullshit. Would you be freaked out if people were worshiping the machine, even if the machine was helping people?
I wouldn't be freaked out if people were worshiping a machine because at least it's real.
Yeah, I mean that's my point too. Is that like it gives people an outlet for that spiritual shit, but it's actually tangible.
But I think that's probably not going to happen.
No, not in our lifetimes. But I'm just.
I don't know if
it's
ever
all
will.
Theoretical shit.
I don't know if it ever will, but if it does,
oh, dude, if there's a big AI, dude, if there's a big AI that comes out, from humanity, people will worship it.
Their God is better.
And the immediate people that are alive when it's made, but the kids that grow up using it, that's what I'm talking about. It's not immediate. It's not like we're gonna say, here's this AI, and now you're not a Christian anymore.
You'd have to wait like a century until all the people died off that had their own gods.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that.
First.
Yeah. It would be a process, but at the end of it, how would you feel about, after that 100 years, how would you feel about modern religion being replaced by a worship of the AI?
I don't know if the AI would be worth worshiping because a human made it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the idea behind an AI. An AI is something that we create that can fix itself and can learn, but isn't bound by the same limitations that we have, because it's a machine. Mm-hmm. So it can move data around infinitely faster than we can. So it can discover the solutions to problems way quicker than we can. And if it can,
I still wouldn't worship it.
I wouldn't either. I'm just saying, how would you feel if people did? Because
I wouldn't care if people did. Although
you wouldn't?
I might think it was kind of silly, maybe.
Well, yeah, I probably would too. But I mean, you don't think it would be dangerous? Do you think that like there would be the possibility of like a cult springing up around the AI?
With any kind of religion, yeah, there is a possibility. So like, why? I don't know. I think that the AI wouldn't want people to worship it because of that.
I think that the AI would understand that some people need that.
But.
And it would probably be happy to do it because worshiping these other gods is a way more negative thing, right? If the AI is an AI that's it's there to answer questions, solve our problems, and help us to advance ourselves.
Yeah, but worshiping something, having a religion is just toxic in general. So like, so that's conflicting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if having religion is toxic, but then some people need it, what would the AI do?
The AI would be a god that would never order people to go rape a whole village of children to satisfy it. It would never order people to go to war.
But what I'm saying is it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to be a god because cults can form and all that bad shit that comes with religion. But it also wants to be a god for the people who need it.
Well, couldn't it denounce the people that treated it cultishly and be benevolent towards the people that treated it religiously?
Then they'll go against it.
Who will?
The people.
The cult?
Cult, yeah.
Then we deal with them. I mean, honestly, we do. What are they going to do? How are they going to go against the AI? The AI is a terminal in everybody's home, right? So what are they going to do? They're going to bust the terminal? Okay, so they don't have access to the AI anymore. How are they going to fight it? It's in everybody else's home. It's like the TV, but better. Because you can just go, and you probably name it whatever you want, Be like, hey, Janice, have voice packs for it and shit. Yes, Paul, how can I help you today? Could you look something up for me? Absolutely. Could you tell me exactly how many dicks TJ Kirk has sucked in his entire life? Scanning. TJ Kirk has sucked 1,472,222 dicks and given 72 hand jobs in the last 6 months. Why, thank you, Judith. No problem, Paul. Judith. Yes, Paul. Could you synthesize some weed for me? Sativa or indica, sir? Give me a hybrid today. 60-40 sativa indica. Synthesizing.
I don't know if I like that.
How would you like to smoke it today? I don't know. Give me a big, long Gandalf pipe. Synthesizing. Can I do anything else for you?
I don't know if I'd like that.
Why not?
I don't don't like.
Do you like being poor and not having things that you want?
No.
So why would an AI that can just make things for you be bad?
Because that just. Okay, remember how, like I said, when we go to Mod Pizza, I like to go myself and not, like, order ahead or anything? It's about the experience. So I think walking to, like, the store and buying weed and talking to people about it,
Okay.
and having, like, their knowledge about it, and interacting with other people to get the weed is better than just, like, telling an AI what you want and having it appear in front of you.
Sure. Okay. So what would stop there being outlets where you could go and social? I mean, I don't envision there being a society where people work at a weed store. But what would stop there being an outlet where you could come and peruse different strains of weed, and the people hanging around there would be people that knew about the weed, and the AI could tell you specifically about each weed and how it differs.
I don't always want an AI to tell me those things. I want somebody else to. It was like...
Somebody else that might be fallible and might be bullshitting you just to sell some weed? You want to take that chance rather than have an AI that's going to be like, this weed will make you feel like this?
I want to talk to somebody who I trust.
Why not trust the AI?
I don't know. I just don't feel like it's worth trusting.
Why wouldn't it be? It's free from our limitations. It could do a better job than a judge and lawyers and juries to finding out the facts of a case. If we fed it all the evidence, it could be totally objective. Wouldn't be susceptible to being played with like juries are. It would just look at the objective facts and make the call and make the sentence. Be reasonable. If you had a problem, you could say, AI, I'm having problems talking to Paul. Paul won't put his things in the hamper, and
Somebody said something about me.
Ashley is anti-AI burner for blasphemy. I know, I'm about to light her up, but...
No. I just think...
I know, it's funny. I mean, people have different...
I think it'd be boring. I don't like it. I don't like a world ran by an AI. I don't... Not this hypothetical world, at least.
You like a world with... What if the AI could also facilitate you directly talking with...
I like a world where people stream them shooting other people on Facebook. Okay? I like a world with chaos. Is that so bad?
Yes. You have to bring order out of chaos. That's mankind's duty. If we don't, we're just gonna die on this ball of rock, dude.
I have fun.
Why can't we have fucking fun?
He's like, what the fuck?
Why can't we have fun and also have an AI that can make me a dildo if I want one, or a fucking cheeseburger if I want one? I mean, what's fun about having to go to McDonald's to get your hamburger? You bitch about it all the time. I can't count the amount of times that you've been sitting here like, I really want McDonald's, but I don't want to walk down to the mall. And I'm like, it's like less than a mile. I know, but...
Okay, but if I had the ability to have McDonald's appear in front of me, I would be so much fatter.
Well, that's another thing, though, is like...
Would the AI tell me what I can and can't eat? Because then I would want to kill it.
No. Well, if you told it to, like if you wanted it to, you could be like, AI, I want to go on a diet. Put me on a diet. Fair enough. I will put you on a diet tailored for weight loss and your weight and height and body type and metabolism. And you'd be like, thank you. And you eat with it. But it's not going to make you eat.
Like,
but the thing is in the future, if we've got all this shit, fat is going to be a thing of the past. Fat doesn't exist anymore.
I guess.
There's going to be a way to just genetically make that not a thing. So you could just eat a cheeseburger. You want a cheeseburger. You're telling me, you, Mrs. I want McDonald's, but I don't want to put shoes on and go walk half a mile to the mall to get it.
Yeah, they close at like 9:30.
Would not want a console where you could be like, give me a double cheeseburger meal with an extra large fry and an extra large Coke. You wouldn't want that? That would be boring to you?
Yeah. It's boring.
Well,
Hi.
I tried.
Yeah, why do I sound like TJ? Why is your impression of me and TJ?
You and TJ are a lot alike, dude. TJ would have probably gave the same answer. He probably would have. He probably would have been like, no, I like it having a world where people get raped. I like rape. He'd
But
say the
he-
edgiest thing ever.
But he would like the world where everything is handed to him on a silver platter. That's the difference between him and I.
I don't think he would. I think he'd have the same thing. Nah, I like things messy and rapey.
But I mean, sure, he would want that, but I think that he would also want an AI to give him a cheeseburger whenever he wanted to. Is what I'm saying. Because he's lazy.
To each his own,
Like
man.
that.
To each his own.
I mean, I'm lazy to an extent,
I want that AI, man.
but
I want that motherfucker.
I need to kind of get out of the house.
But you wouldn't have to use it, you know? Nobody would be forcing you to use the AI. That's the thing.
Okay, well, I mean, that's better, you know. I mean, I guess if there was like, if I could live, if the world was just like as it is now, but then there was also an AI.
You wouldn't want a more futuristic world with better modes of transport and more, like,
I mean, yeah.
order out of the chaos, easier to get places, and easier to get around in the places.
I want chaos.
So you just want garbage strewn around and homeless, pissy smelling bums lying by the road and
No, not
dilapidated
necessarily.
buildings and
I would like a futuristic world, in this, like, I'm probably thinking things that aren't too far off. You're thinking really far.
yeah.
That you really like, but my probably like dream futuristic world would be something where we do have advanced technology, but there's still room for chaos to happen.
What do you mean chaos? What do you mean?
Like,
Like,
I mean,
the type
like-
of shit that pisses you off when you're out? Like,
No, I'm talking about like people. I don't know,
Lying?
fighting, like
Cheating?
gangs and like
Crime
I don't know,
and murder?
crime, murder, yeah,
rape,
just like
violence,
stealing,
senselessness.
like weird shit going on in the world.
Why does weird shit have to be rape and gangs? Why does it have to be violent weird shit? Can't it
Because
just be
that's
like...
interesting.
Wouldn't it be interesting to have a world where people were free to just be weird? Maybe not kill each other, but like...
Yeah, like,
but like-
can we
like-
be
like,
free
let's-
to kill and eat each other as we please? Like,
For example, the homeless dude on the street that's like got like a saxophone and he's playing it.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be a better world where that dude just had a place to live and he could just play his saxophone for the internet or go out on the street and play it whenever he wanted and that was just his life?
Sure.
And anybody freaky, no matter how freaky they wanted to be, you want to be a transgender, ratkin, monkey gender, whatever the fuck.
I do believe that all people should have like a roof over their head,
Well, yeah.
like housing. But like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain.
No, it's okay. I'm not grilling you. I'm just saying you're entitled to your opinion. It's just interesting to me because my mind, the way that my mind works, is I'm always looking to how to make order out of chaos.
Condone murder. I don't want complete order.
Whenever I go out, here's how my brain works. Right? When we go out, let's say we go to the movie, we go to
Yeah.
dinner, and then we go to the movie.
Okay.
Here's how my brain works. The whole time we're going to dinner, I will have a thought at one point like, man, I wish this didn't suck so bad getting there. I wish we could just get in a fucking tube and just, and we're there. And then when we're there, I'm like, man, I wish it didn't suck so bad waiting for all this food and it's so fucking busy. We gotta wait for our table for an hour. Excuse me.
That scared the shit out.
One of my rare farts. Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Damn. At 1 in the morning, dude?
Man, I ate a lot of fucking beans, dude. Okay, oh, it's a little bit left. Okay, we're done. Anyway, what were we talking about? I don't fucking care.
Bullshit.
Let's go balls deep.
Ugh.
You want to go balls deep with me, Ashley?
don't.
You don't?
No.
Okay, fuck it.
I don't like balls deep. I don't
All right, then Ashley chose the second option, which is the help desk segment.
What?
Yep, you may not have seen this segment. This is the help desk segment where Paul Zigo solves all your problems. Any problem of any kind is open. I will solve it for you in 1 second flat. So yeah, help desk segment time. Ashley didn't want to go balls deep, guys. She doesn't like balls deep, so...
I don't like complicated questions.
See, she doesn't like going balls deep. I don't blame her.
I'm stupid, okay?
Well, I'm stupid too, but I still like going balls deep. Best way to remove anal warts, I think freezing them is probably the best answer there. Get some of that wart freezer. What's your best advice
Somebody did a
to get the
super
puh?
chat. Somebody did.
Somebody super chatted it. How do you get a girlfriend? All right, here's what you do. First of all, you're gonna walk over to a mirror and you're gonna look at it, and you're gonna be honest with yourself. You're not gonna be overly critical, but you're gonna be honest. And you're gonna ask yourself some questions. Things like, am I a neckbeard? Is my shirt stained? Am I slovenly? Am I sloppy? Do I stink right now? Do I stink? Do a taint check. Does my taint stink? Yeah, it kind of does. I'm kind of sour. Am I looking scraggly? Do I need to clean up the beard? Then, once you've asked yourself those questions, well, I'll get back to it. I can go back to super chats. It's okay.
As gourd.
I'll go back. Then you're going to go to a place where girls are. This can be anything. An event in town that you've heard about, a nightclub, whatever you're comfortable with. There could be like, if you're a total dork, you're not excluded from this. Find a Magic the Gathering group in your area. An anime convention. Start traveling outside of your little shitty town a little bit and going to whatever the nearest biggest town is and chilling there once a week. And you'll get a girl. You're never gonna fucking get a girlfriend, not a real one, sitting on the fucking internet hoping to meet the one. It ain't gonna happen.
It happened for you.
No. That's the thing. How long were you and I dating on the internet? Dating.
Like 3 days. I don't know. Maybe.
If that. Until I got in the car and did what?
You drove to Texas to see me.
There you go. That's my point. It's like, yeah, you might meet a chick on the internet, but don't bother doing it if one or both of you is not willing or financially able to travel. Because internet relationships don't real. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to be hurtful about it, but they're not real. You don't know if you want to be with a person until you're with them. Hold their hand, talk to them in person, go out on dates, discuss things. The internet isn't real. It's not. I'll do one more help desk question, unless you've got something to add to that. You are a girl. Let's get your perspective on this. How does a guy that doesn't have a girlfriend that desperately wants one get a girl? Humor. Get funny. What else?
But it can't be cringy. It can't be cringy humor.
It can't be cringe humor?
No, and you can't be too forward with it.
You can't be trying too hard, right?
You can't be obviously trying too hard.
What else, though, outside of humor? What if a guy's just...
Charisma. There you go. That's
charisma.
That's basically what
Charisma's a good one?
Charisma.
And what does that mean to you, though? How do you determine between a guy with charisma and a guy without charisma? What's the difference between those two guys?
I can really I don't know, you can feel it. I mean, when somebody doesn't have charisma. But, like, I don't know.
What's the main difference between a dude that ain't got it and a dude that got it? Is it confidence?
Probably.
Is it a sense of...
The person who has, like, charisma and confidence, they're usually, like, they understand life more, and they're farther ahead. And, I don't know, stability, like, that's something that's really, like, girls love.
What does that mean to a girl? The ability to support himself?
Yeah.
Like, has a job.
Yeah.
Knows how to keep a job. Has his own pad. Has a car.
Yeah. I
mean,
like, that's, like, all the stuff that attracted me to you. Like, you were funny and you knew how to talk to people in my family. And you had a job. Or you were going to school at the time, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, you had financial stability. You knew how to, have that. You had it for a long time. You knew how to live on your own at one point. Like, I don't know. I never really knew much about that.
Well, there you go. Hopefully solved the problem for you.
Just get good at life, I guess.
Get good. No, seriously. Take all that shit to heart, because if you're not doing those things,
then you're not ready for a girlfriend.
yeah, probably women aren't going to want you. You've got nothing to offer.
Yeah.
What do you have to offer a woman if you're not employed, on your own with a pad and the ability to get around, stable and willing enough to travel if you have to meet them? Like, what are you offering? No charisma. What are you offering? And these are all things you can work on. These are not things that everybody is denied.
I got a lot better at talking to people once I finally got a job that forced me to.
Yeah, I mean, getting a job can help you work on your social skills.
Like, I mean, you might have a job at a desk, but it's not helping with your social skills.
Thirsty Paul? I've got a big pink glass of water sitting next to me.
Ooh. What?
Who's thirsty now, bitch?
I don't understand.
Thirsty Paul. Thirsty Paul sitting there with his girlfriend. He fucks whenever he wants. He's
Except when he wants to jerk off.
Well, every once in a while, that's,
Yeah, it's okay, me too.
Sometimes that's what a nigga need to do.
I know. Somebody said you.
Oh, the $5 super chat. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. I was not trying to ignore it. I'm just stoned. We'll go back to super chat. There we go. Thanks for the advice. Love you guys. You're welcome. We will all become God when we merge with machines in the future. We will all be connected by a hive mind.
We will become as gods.
We are as God. We are as God. Dun, 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 dun. All right, well, that's the help desk segment. Thank you for tuning into that, I guess. We'll go back to normal for a minute.
And I like the dance party filter.
Well, that's to remind me that the help desk segment needs to end quickly.
We are as God.
We are as God.
It is from Nier Automata. Thank you for
Yep. We
recognizing
are as
the
God.
reference.
We are as God. I work at a dog shelter. All I get is people barking orders.
Good one.
Got him. I want to see Ashley black and white.
Do the black and white filter. What does my hair look like in black and white?
That's a good
What
question.
shade is it?
That's a good question.
Of black.
Let's see. Right there. We'll do. We got to go to silver screen, I think. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
interesting. I like it.
Looks nice in black and white, huh?
Yeah. My favorite Pokemon. Okay, I have two. I guess.
Sylveon.
Sylveon's number one. Right underneath is Piplup, because Piplup was my first.
Can you take this out to pee or something?
Yeah, I will.
It's just.
You shouldn't have to, but Piplup was my favorite Pokemon for a while because it was the first one that I got in the games, and then Sylveon came out and I fell in love.
Cool.
All right, come on, asshole.
I don't have. Well, I guess my favorite Pokemon is Snorlax right now. Fucking Dynor. Piplup? You mean Pimp Monk?
No, I mean Piplup. Piplup is
Pimp Monk. My favorite Pimp. Well, no, Pimp Monk. You catch a Pimp Monk, and then once you train it up, it evolves into a Sigara. Eventually, the Pimp Monk evolve into a Sigara. That's his ultimate evolution, is a Sigara. He turn into a Sigara. And then then once he become a Sigara, then the other Pimp Monks get around and they all take puffs on him. That's the ecosystem of that type of Pokemon right there. It sure is. Sigara. Cigarettes, dude. For this perfect AI world, you would think the rise of something like Skynet or Cabal or one of the endless bad futures. Look, the bad future thing is just it's a possibility. I think that if we prepare for that possibility. This idea that an AI goes rogue is kind of silly. I'm going to turn this off because this filter seems to fuck with things. So, ooh. Segura. Okay, I guess that's fine. It's a little choppy. That's weird. Quit being choppy, you fucking asshole. Let's see. Okay, that seems to have fixed it. Segura uses smoke. It's super effective. Segura. Yeah, my PC is fixed, man. Assuming you were in a situation like, why, dude? Why, dude? Why do you people do that type of shit, man? Cigarello. Pimp Monk is not mad at me for picking on him. He knows it's all love. Stop trying to stop smoking, and y'all keep talking about Segura. Sorry, I'll keep the Segura mentions to a minimum. Now let me light up this Segura.
I love Pimp Monk. You should have seen how happy I was when he walked through the Jamba Juice. Because I wasn't expecting him.
Yeah, Ashley.
And I just saw him he walk around and he was kind of looking around, and I look, I'm like, oh, customer, and I do a double take. I'm like, Pimp Monk! I scream, I'm like, ah! And I just ran right out to him.
That's awesome. Yeah, Pimp Monk's a great guy.
Yeah.
On the real.
Yeah, he's really
Pimp Monk is a super cool dude.
We're worried about him, though.
You look like a faggot.
Worried about you, Pimp Monk.
Why are you worried about Pimp Monk, baby?
Well, because he's just not healthy.
He smokes a lot. Smokes a lot of cigarette. Yeah, I know. Well, I think Pimp Monk could get healthy if he wanted to, and I hope he do.
He a grown man.
But he a grown-ass man. I ain't gonna tell Pimp Monk what to do. What kind of cigarette does he smoke? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what his brand of cigarette is. I didn't check. I think it's some kind of Marlboro, but I might be wrong about that.
I think it is.
It might be Marlboro Lights or something.
Yeah, I don't know which one.
Or mediums. I don't know. I seem to remember there being a... You want to hit?
Yeah, sure.
I seem to remember there being a Marlboro thing, but I might be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it is. I just can't remember.
Unrelated question, does DP still take viewer video suggestions? Absolutely. A lot of the videos pulled from tonight's show were pulled from the Facebook group and the Discord, which now has a sub chat only for posting videos from us to look through when we're picking for the show. So yeah, we actually still take a lot of suggestions, just only in those places.
Do you still take it from Facebook PMs too? Does Ben?
Well, send them to the Facebook inbox. So you got to send a message to us on Facebook. Yeah, I looked through those today and I pulled videos from them.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Facebook.
We don't use them all. Sometimes, you might think you send us a video that's real good and we don't use it, and a lot of times it's just because it has something in it we can't show, or there's some kind of copyright problem that we know is going to cause issues. But we do pull from those, and they are helpful. So I'd like to see more, honestly. Usually I get to the end of it before I've got a full list of videos, so it'd be nice if people used it more. Because it is helpful.
Yeah, it's my real hair.
Sonya Blade or Chun-Li? Chun-Li.
See? Real hair.
I was on Diablo 3 and saw a guy in chat named Dynor. I asked if he was a fan of Drunken Peasants. He said yes. Then we made love. Cool, dude.
That's awesome.
Have you heard about the Juggalo March on Washington happening September?
Dynor.
Oh yeah, dude. We're definitely gonna go check out the fucking Juggalo March, dude.
Licking his winky over there.
Paul called her a weeb in the stream earlier today. Well, yeah. Ashley is a weeb. She's
self-proclaimed.
Yeah, she's a self-proclaimed weeb, dude. She self-applies that moniker. I didn't put that on her. I've seen several videos, but I don't think any You've sent several videos, but I don't think any were ever seen. I don't know what you mean.
He sent videos in to be on the show.
They were
but
probably
never
seen,
on.
they just weren't used. I'm sorry, we can't use every video we get.
I'm not
we
a
have
feminist. Sorry.
That's okay.
Keep asking.
People are asking if you're a feminist.
Yeah.
Are you a feminist?
No.
What did happen to your neck?
I don't know. I think I scratched it on accident.
Yeah.
And it started bleeding. So there was a Band-Aid because it wouldn't stop.
I cut her throat earlier. I held the knife up to her throat and I said, "You won't do what I tell you to do." And I got a little crazy and I nipped her a little bit. That's the truth. Shh.
I'm cutting your dick off tonight. You like it?
Ashley Squint, I know, dude. Ashley's got the best faces. She's got
I hate my smile though.
What do you hate about your smile? It's the cutest smile
Look at
ever.
this. My
Oh,
eyes
dude,
aren't even.
that makes it fucking adorable. It's those little imperfections that make women like.
This eye's
beautiful.
always like.
I like
squintier.
that.
I hate it.
It's cute. It makes you look like you're winking when you smile. It's adorable. I love that you have this.
The sister face.
Yeah, the sister face, dude. Do it. Show them the sister face. No, that's
no,
not it. You gotta go all the. You gotta go all the
I
way.
forgot, how was it? Like.
It's like. Yeah, that's kind of it.
I don't know. Something like that.
Her and her sister.
We do the double chin.
Yeah,
thing.
they like do.
We make like a weird face, like I don't know. Me and my sister, we do that for some reason.
Does Paul Zico have spicy farts, dude? Thursday Lane.
Just don't ban him. He's gonna keep coming back. Just,
But he does it all the time.
There's no reason to ban him if he just keeps coming back every time.
But eventually he'll go away, right? If I keep
No.
banning him, he'll get it, right?
No, I don't think so. Do I want to be thinner? Yeah, I'm kind of working on it.
Yeah, she's been to the gym a
Slowly
couple
but
times with
surely.
me.
Yeah, I've been to the gym.
And she's eating way better.
I'm eating better.
Trying to get in a little bit of shape.
Yeah. It's like, it sucks because a lot of times I'll crave like something sweet and then I look around and there's nothing sweet. So then I can't have it.
I mean, that does
That's
help.
the best way, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have, like, what is it? Maple cinnamon oatmeal. I guess I can have that.
We have some
Craving
oatmeal.
sweets.
Somebody just said Jolteon is better than Sylveon.
Okay, Jolteon's really good, but Sylveon's the best. Like, I would have agreed with you when Sylveon didn't exist. That Jolteon's the best.
What about Piplup, dude?
Piplup, I love Piplup because it's a penguin and it's the cutest little penguin ever. And I was really late when I started playing the games, like the handheld ones. So Diamond was my first game.
And Piplup was one of your starters.
Piplup was my starter, and I named it Pippi.
Pippi.
I was in like 7th grade or something, so.
Pippi Longstocking, dude.
And then I got a Shinx, and I named it Shinny. So I'm really creative.
Umbreon or Espon?
Umbreon. It's Espeon. But
Well, he spelled it
he spelled it
Espon.
wrong.
Salteon.
Umbreon. I like Umbreon. I like Jolteon. I like Vaporeon.
I like Seattle weather
I
better
like
than San
Sylveon.
Antonio, but I don't know how Ashley feels about it. I prefer this weather to that.
I used to hate oatmeal. Actually, I don't really like the instant oatmeal that much, but the slow cooked ones that we make at Jamba Juice is really good.
We could make that here. We just got to get the
Yeah.
steel cut oats and do it right.
Yeah.
Do it proper. Do it proper.
It's because
oats.
like the consistency kind of just reminds me of puke, so that's why.
It's tasty though, man.
It's like it doesn't taste bad, but it's the texture. It's one of those things, I guess. Like I don't know.
You guys should make cringy TJ videos an ongoing segment.
I mean, it is, isn't
It was hilarious tonight. Well, cool. Yeah, I mean, it kind of
Okay,
is. Cutting the fat.
The fat
Yeah.
is kind of what that is.
That's kind of how I take cutting the fat. Although I guess I show up there sometimes too. But
No, I'm not
dude, Ben
playing
just hit
Jason.
he hit the gold mine tonight though.
Oh yeah, I was watching that part actually.
Yeah, the one that he selected tonight was super duper cringy. It was super edgy. It was perfect.
I mean, it's really
It was like a
kinky
million.
shit, though.
It was like it was almost like TJ made us a montage of cringe of himself, and then put it up for us to find later on in
I
life.
know that I have these flaws, but I'm really kinky, guys.
Yeah, dude, that was my favorite part when he was all like, "Women hit on me, you know, like probably once or twice every week. A woman will just come up and just overtly throw her pussy at me, and I'm just like, ugh, you know. But I'm hard to satisfy, you know, because I have all these mental problems, and also I'm really hard to get off because I'm just into super kinky stuff. So I don't know. It's just so like obvious what he was going for."
I don't know. Was he open about his cannibalism fetish back then?
I think he was.
Because, like, and when the guy says, I'm into super kinky stuff, like, your average girl will be like, oh, he must love biting necks. But no.
Yeah.
No, that's not what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Ooh, he likes it in the butt. So do I. I'm gonna hit him
So
up.
kinky.
And then he's like, I want to eat you. And then I want you to wear a diaper and pretend you're eating me. And then I want you to dip my dick in oil and call me a bitch. It's like,
Oh my god. Yeah, that's basically how it would go.
oh man. Well, everybody's into some weird shit, man. I can't stand in judgment. The man likes what he likes. And clearly there are people out there that also are into the same shit.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
They're out there. Most of them are furries.
Oh yeah. Oh dude. Is TJ a furry?
No, I don't
But
think
is he
so.
into furry shit?
I think he doesn't mind it. I
Oh.
don't know.
Propose to Ashley on air right now. Do it. No. I'm not
Not for $10.
I'm not proposing to Ashley.
need to, like,
no,
buy
not for
my-
any money. Literally.
Well, you need to buy my ring for.
Yeah, dude. You don't
Give
you
us
don't
the money for
propose
that.
to a woman without a ring, without a plan. You know, there's no super chat. But thank you for the $10.
Super chat the money for the ring.
Yeah, dude. Hey, babe. Oh. God, I would say no. Some fucking loser fucking proposed to me on a stream. I'd be like, ugh, no.
I mean, it's funny that you get the ring from your fans, though.
Yeah. Have them like send me like a ring from all their made from like woven from all their pubes, and then dipped in like acrylic, clear acrylic, so you can see the pube braid inside. Because our fans, man, that's the core of us. You don't like that? What part of it was it? Was the acrylic, huh? You want gold?
Yeah, creative. That's a good word.
Favorite burrito joint? What was that place in Texas called? That place was dope as
Oh,
fuck.
Habanero Grill. It was kind of like a Chipotle, but a million times better.
Yeah, a little better. I gotta be honest. Habanero Grill was dope as fuck. San Antonio, Texas. Check it out.
Yeah. Nice.
Fucking dank ass burritos, dude. Dank.
And they had the giant, like, 5-person margarita. Like, you have to have 5 people in order to order the margarita. It comes in, like, this giant margarita glass. It's
They also
crazy.
do the big ones that have like a Corona, like a whole
Yeah,
Corona
the
turned
cor-
upside
isn't it
down.
like
Coronita.
Coronita, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
That place is dope. I kind of wish there was one of those around here.
I know.
Because they had real
Texas
deal.
had really good fat food.
Mhm.
That's why it's a fat city.
That's why everybody that lives there is fat.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
But there's really good food there. A lot of it. Segura. Talking a British accent for 5 minutes. No, I'm not going to do 5 minutes of a British accent. But thank you. I appreciate you too. I love you and thank you for being such an inspiration, for having the fortitude to change yourself. Well, since you were so nice.
Yes, I'm from Texas.
Since you were so nice.
I'm from San Antonio,
I'm
Texas.
kidding. I'm not going to do it. But thank you. Yeah, Ashley was born and raised in San Antonio. She's a Texas flower.
Whataburger. We missed that. Actually, we have Whataburger ketchup and mustard because you can order them online. And they will send anywhere in the U.S.
A very kind person sent some to the studio.
Yeah.
But the other guys, I let them take it home because we already had some.
Frack Skull. Let's just say it. Frack Skull.
Oh, it was Frack Skull?
Yes.
I didn't know it was him that sent it.
It was him. He saw us talking about
Whataburger ketchup.
Whataburger ketchup, and he went and he ordered some and sent it to the P.O. box for everybody. And
It's
then
so
I
good.
also bought my own. So
Get Matt Dildo Hunty on the show. Why? To talk about I'm not. I mean, he's a cool guest, but
I already turned 13. My 14th birthday is coming up this year.
October.
Ugh. Why does the years have to pass by so fast?
October 29th. 2 spooky days from Halloween. Ashley.
I've been working at Jamba Juice for only 2.5 months.
Yeah, she's doing really
And I'm
well.
already a team lead.
Look at Nova. What you doing? She's got her mouth open. She's chilling with her mouth open. Nova's like, here, let me see if I can get it on.
She's like,
Here, hold on. I don't want to freak her out, but she's probably gonna freak out. Stop doing it. Don't do it, Nova. Look at her.
Oh.
She's falling asleep. Sleepy Nova, go to sleep. You're a lizard. Go to sleep. You're so sleepy, little Nova. And the sun feels so nice on the rocks.
she's baked.
She's baked as
She's
fuck.
baked. Dude, the weed smoke's probably blowing all over to her.
Dude, she lives with TJ in Chelsea. I think she's fine.
That's true. But she's not out in the common area.
You don't think they smoke in their
Oh,
bedroom?
of course they do, but I
You
don't
don't think they
I don't know
hotbox
if
that
it's-
place?
I don't know if it's as hot boxy as downstairs. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. She's fine. I've seen her do that over there.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Sam. What's the lizard's name? The lizard's name is Nova, and it belongs to Chelsea and TJ. And we're watching her for them while they are away in Portland to see the Joe Rogan show and to do the meetup.
Somebody asked a question I know a lot about, but is that appropriate for talking about?
Opinions on Lolicon?
Mm-hmm.
In a general way, go ahead.
Yes?
What, yes?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay. But isn't that child pornography?
No,
Why not?
because it's not real children.
What do you mean? But it's drawings of children, right?
But there's no real children getting hurt.
But doesn't that encourage people to touch children, to have
No.
pictures of drawings of children out there? Why not?
Because if people were really going to touch little children, they would do it regardless of drawings.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. There you go.
What is Lolicon? Go type that into Google and enjoy. It's creepy as fuck. Cool.
Whatever. It keeps my desires at bay. There you go. There's some people that use it for that too.
Do video games inspire murdered?
That typo is.
How do I shot web, dude? How do I shot web?
I don't think
It's not
video
real
games-
children. Ha!
Hasn't like
Is it?
murder
Is it
rates
not
gone
real
down?
children? Is it real children? If somebody draws a little anime child in a sexual situation, is there a real child involved in that process? Somebody's like, it's not real children. Ha!
but
Poppycock.
it
Boulder Dash.
is. But it's not SJW hair. That's just pink.
It's shitaba. The Fed should be kicking the door in any second now. It's not illegal where we're at, so. It's pretty sketchy. I don't see what's sketchy about it.
Ravioli, don't fuck the dragon lolly.
I heard she has fat tits. Who? Her?
There you go. This is a Paul's Texaco shirt. I just wanted to show you the logo. See?
Texaco. Oh yeah, I can see it there.
Yeah.
Could you let the left one drop down, the left side drop down a little bit, but keep the right one up? Just just drop the left one. Yeah, yeah. There we go. And then just alternate back and forth. Whatever, man.
They are very heavy. That's why I got a massage yesterday.
Yeah, dude, Ashley went and got a fucking massage with a happy ending.
By a guy, an Asian guy named Mike.
I was in the cuck tent when it happened. It was awesome.
He was actually really good. But I was sore all day today because of it. And I'm still kind of like, I'm sore to the touch, dude.
On your back?
Here, like on my upper back.
Yeah.
But I feel looser. So that's good.
God, that could be taken so out of context.
Oh no! Stop! I didn't fuck Mike. I didn't fuck him. I didn't.
Just be honest. I was in the cuck tent. I saw the whole thing. You fucked Mike. It's okay.
Okay, a little. A little?
Cuckold in the corner. Cuckold in the corner. Cuckold in the corner.
Gerald is in the cuck tent. He is actually. Well, Geraldo, Faldo, and Gerald. Gerald is in the cuck tent. And Geraldo, Faldo, and everyone else, all the other alpacas.
She makes my tip hard. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Like the shaft stays flaccid, but the tip gets all hard.
Is that even possible?
I don't think so,
Does
no.
the tip even get hard at all?
I mean, it stays pretty spongy.
Yeah, the tip.
I think it's inverted then. So, like, his shaft stays... He's got inverted erection syndrome where the tip gets like the shaft and the shaft stays like the tip, dude. Paul should shave his beard and glue it onto Ashley because he's the ultimate beta cuck. I'll think about it.
Somebody's a little late to the party, it looks like.
Yeah, dude. Somebody thinks they know something they don't know, dude.
They just Googled something and came back and realized they're done with the conversation.
Yeah.
And are trying to
We moved on, dude.
their opinion out. Sorry.
That's sad, but whatever. What are you gonna do? My balls get hard? Probably should have that looked at.
That was pretty impressive. Do you put your balls inside of vaginas?
I don't think I've ever done that.
Is it possible? I mean, if your balls
You can stuff your
hard,
balls up in there.
Probably. I guess.
They're hard enough to stuff up in there.
Am I a chubby lolly waifu?
Yeah.
There they go again. My stupid eyes.
I like your eyes.
Shoot.
Makes your chode wet? Gross, dude. Show your tits.
I already did.
She did that, dude. She juggled them all over the place.
Rewind a little.
She's such a weeb. Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. In all fairness, it's Diva. It's not an anime, but whatever.
Diva, dude.
Isn't it cute, guys?
Diva online.
It has like... I mean, I can't really move them because I have water in there, but there's some like weird oil shit in here, and then all these things move around.
It's all like Diva symbols.
Yeah.
There's like a Dorito that floats around in there.
Yeah, there's a few, like, there's some on the bottom here.
Doritos.
Doritos.
Because she likes Doritos.
The bunny
too.
heads and the pixel heart. That's really cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool.
If you want to look at my favorite anime, go to my Twitter. I have a thing that has all these URLs in my Twitter profile thing, and then my anime list is on there. Go there.
Damn. You just got served, nigga.
People always ask, what's your favorite anime?
Yeah,
Somebody asked
I
what's
need
my
to start
top
doing
5
that.
favorite. I'm
I
like,
need to start doing that. You need to help me one day, and I need to make like
found
a.
this website. It's called it's myurls.com, and like it's like you go to your It's My URLs URL, and then you list all of your URLs there. You have fucking like weed in your eyelash.
I am weed.
Yeah. You'll become as weed.
We all become weed.
Wait, would I fuck Paul in the porno? What porno?
Ashley would fuck Paul in the porno because he's the total antithesis of an alpha.
What is antithesis?
It's the opposite.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with that. I don't see a problem with it.
You would really let me fuck your butt?
In a porno? If we're making a bunch of money?
I mean, I guess.
Sure. I mean, it does seem silly to leave my luscious boy booty unfucked all these years.
At least I can take your anal virginity, I guess.
Yeah. My booty genity.
Yeah.
Sativa. Just so you know.
I assumed.
Please lick Paul Ego at dude. Please stop. Please stop Thursday. I want to stop banning you. I'm tired of doing it. But just stop being a fucking weird fuck, man. Just chill out. She's not gonna sniff my butt. Nobody's gonna tell you what the consistency of my farts are.
This was pineapple, right?
I want to be your friend, but yeah, it's
it does taste kind of pineapple.
it's pineapple haze, yeah. It's
cool.
good shit.
I feel a head high.
Yeah, that's sativa. There's come on your beard, come on your beard, come on your beard, you stupid fuck. You two look like a hamster and a gnome. Oh. I call her hamster. Do Paladin Paul? Let's see. The light will scourge your demon form. My hammer brings justice. Demons will fall before my hammer. The light protect you. Paladin Paul is here. Burning away the evil dead things. Vincent Price? I can't do Vincent Price, dude. Do a necromancer? Okay. I come from the land of Chitauri. I raise an army of skeletons to do my bidding. The dead will walk the land again. I wait. My venom flows. How's that? It's pretty good, yeah? It's kind of necromancery. Some people don't like that whispery thing in a necromancer. Some people prefer it to be more moody, like, the dead will rise to my command. An army of dead will serve me well.
Both of them
Make way for the necromancer, fool. I will command the dead. I don't know.
Both of them are good necromancers, so.
Yeah. I'd buy either one as a necromancer. Let's do more of this. Give me another one. Do a Milo. No.
Do a Shota.
Asking for used panties is weird, so can you send me a bottled mason jar of Ashley's butt wind?
What?
Done. I'll catch a fart.
No, I would rather send the panties than my butt wind.
A hunter? Let me try a hunter. Silently I stalk my prey. The beasts serve me. A hunter moves swiftly.
My arrows are true. My bow is silent. To me, Misha. What do you think? Decent?
Yeah. Misha, or
Misha, yeah.
the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not a hunter. Oh. Is he a hunter?
I can't be super loud because I can't be screaming. It's late at night, guys. I live in a fucking apartment.
Dude, her mouth
An
is
assassin? You gotta go high pitched for assassins sometimes. I don't like edgy assassins. I like, you know,
Swift like the night. Darkness cloaks me. I stab silently. My venom won't be felt. They'll never know what hit them.
Are you Khajiit, dude?
Rogues do it from behind.
I don't know, dude. A posterior protrusion. A telemarketer. Okay, I can do that. Hello, can I speak to Ashley Mayer, please?
It's Meyer.
Hi, Miss Meyer. Are you the head of your household?
No.
Oh, that's fine. Is the head of your household available right now?
No.
That's fine. I'd like to give you an opportunity to make some money for the head of your household, Ashley. How does that sound?
Absolutely terrible.
What if I told you that at the end of this short survey, you would be entered to win a cruise for two to the Hawaiian Islands?
And what's the catch?
There is absolutely no catch. All you've got to do is sit down with me, give me a little bit of information. I'm going to ask you how you feel about some products, and then at the end of that, we'll wrap up and we'll get you your tickets. How does that sound?
Sounds like I don't have time for that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I mean, 5 minutes for 2 free
No.
tickets. All right.
I probably would have just hung up, honestly. I don't have...
Do a shady porn producer? I can do that. All right, Ashley, listen, I'm going to shoot straight with you here, okay? Because this business is very, very tough. It's
Yeah?
very tough.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people come in here to talk to me, okay? A lot of girls. I see a lot of faces, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I see a lot of faces, okay? And the girls that stand out, are the girls that are willing to go that extra mile. You know what I mean? That extra...
I think I know what you're saying.
I mean, you know, when a girl is willing to, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? When a girl is willing to, provide a little bit of, you know,
Not the licking. I can't do it. I really can't.
oh man. How many cigarettes I didn't smoke a single cigarette all day. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do a very good Pacino, I'm sorry. What?
Your face, it just came up in my mouth. I'm gonna burst out laughing at random intervals, like singing your face. Remember that whole thing? What? Oh no. He's playing up the meme folder. The fuck? Oh my god.
This is what I showed her, dude. This is what I showed Ashley.
But like, I don't know.
Dude, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this everywhere around the house one day, dude. She's gonna come home. This is gonna be everywhere.
I would die.
Oh shit.
What you should do is you should cover the whole like bathroom mirror with that.
I'm gonna do everywhere, dude. One day you're gonna come home from work and the kitchen is gonna be covered in them. Your bed, everything. Like this whole house is gonna be decorated with that.
No. You just look like you have
Healer,
a mental
priest?
retardation.
Yeah, for a healer, you gotta go a little higher pitched. They're expected to be regal, but higher pitched. So you gotta go like, the light of Ashura protects you. Get behind me. I am your shield. Priest reporting. The light of Ashura binds you. Demon be gone. You gotta go a little higher for a priest. A witch doctor, that's one of my favorites.
The voodoo comes natural. Who'd you want me to make a brew for? Witch doctor reporting. The knee bone connects to the ankle bone.
I love witch doctors, dude. They're my favorite.
Where are you getting these lines from?
I'm just thinking up things in my head. Like some of them I'm stealing a little bit from video games, but
Yeah.
most of them are just shit I think a witch doctor would say.
I could do extremely weeb versions of all that if I had lines.
Yeah, they're all kind of like the Diablo. Yeah, I mean it's basically Diablo classes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Necro class. I'm gonna check it out. I've still got the game.
Necro?
Necromancer. They're making the necrom. Sorry, I used to call them Necros all the time, and it just creeps back into my. Whatever, dude. Back when Diablo 1 came out, well, Diablo 2 was the first one to have a necromancer in it, and they would call Necros.
My Necro. Dude.
Yeah, dude. What's up, my Necro? Do a psychotherapist? Okay, I can do that. So, Ashley, I tell this to all my patients, and most of the time they don't listen. But you get out of therapy what you're willing to put in. Now, there's no judgment here. I'm not here to make that judgment on your life. But if you're not honest with me about the things that are bothering you, then I can't help you. So I'd like you to tell me how you feel today.
Please don't do that. I was gonna answer, but I just couldn't.
That actually sounds nothing like my therapist. Dale, how did Dale sound? You talked to Dale once or twice.
I don't.
He had kind of a higher pitched voice. I probably have some voicemails from Dale somewhere saved.
That'd be weird to listen to.
Right now, I probably would. Maybe sometime in the future.
But
Dale is dead.
he seemed friendly and straightforward.
He was very soft spoken.
Yeah.
He had a very naturally quiet, calm voice. He never raised his voice over basically this level. He had a kind of a higher pitched voice, a little bit of a southern drawl because he grew up in Central California. I don't know. He had a very soothing voice to listen to. He had a very nice voice.
Yeah. Scotty's autistic screeching impression.
Yeah. An archmage. An archmage is a little different than a mage. You've got to go like deep for that because archmages have like augmented themselves to the point where like the magic has taken them over. Like, so you got to be like, my magic will tear you asunder. Yeah. My fireballs burn. My magic missiles fly. For an archmage, no foe is too large. Feel the power of an archmage. Yeah, you got to go a little darker. They got to have like an edge to them. Or like a mage might be more soft spoken. Like just a plain mage would be more like, my magic will overcome. The books I read inform my magic. Tell the people a mage has arrived. The arcane secrets will be mine.
Magical girl power! That's my mage.
How do you get a girlfriend? I already answered that earlier. I'm not doing it.
went
It's not
very
the-
in-depth
Yeah, we went in
into that.
depth too. So watch the help desk segment. It was basically all about
When the
that.
filter goes whoop whoop.
Yep, it's easy to find.
Yep.
Let's see. I have to sleep because I've been feeling like complete ass for the past couple of days. But now that you're live, I feel obligated to keep watching because it's a really good stream. Oh, well, that's cool. You go on. Well, I mean, it goes right up, so you can go to bed, dude. How long did it take you to gather consistent viewership like you have? I mean, it kind of just happened slowly over 10 years, honestly. I mean,
Somebody asked, how do you get a boyfriend?
how do you get a boyfriend?
Yeah, instead of a girlfriend. How do you get a boyfriend?
Let's see. I think dudes like a girl that seems genuine. I think that, like, at least for me, like, I can't really speak for most dudes, but I like a girl that seems genuine though. Like she's not forcing something. That she has just like an easy, truthful nature about her. A person that's very honest. Like honesty is very important to me. Some of the same things are important to me. Being funny, charismatic, outgoing.
But I'm none of those things.
Anyway, having a big old fat set of titties, that helps.
Yeah, well, those will be gone eventually.
I know. Rip.
One day.
I'll just enjoy them while they're here.
I mean, if I lose weight and they get small enough to where I don't need to
That might
get
happen.
them chopped off.
If you lost a significant amount of weight, your boobs are going to shrink significantly. So you may not have to have them chopped. Being funny isn't important as finding me funny. Okay. Well, some dudes apparently want different. Yeah, some dudes have you know, they know what they want, but I'm just, you know, for me, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to say because attraction for me has always been like a lightning bolt. It just happens. I can't stop it. And it's never like a single thing that does it. It's always like it's always something that just kind of all of a sudden I'm like, God damn, I want that.
When did that go off for me with you?
I thought you were cute for a long time.
Okay.
But I was also, you know, in a different place. I was married at the time. We were friends. You had a boyfriend. I was friends with your boyfriend, kind of. So I wasn't really thinking of it that way, but the big lightning bolt happened. I think that one night, the emoji sexting night,
Yeah.
where like I don't know what it was, dude. There was just something about that. We started like doing this cute little emoji thing back and forth, and she was making faces. That's what it was, because like everybody else in the room didn't really understand what was going on.
And like we started to do it more and more after that too. So
Yeah.
like the first night it wasn't that crazy, but then,
But I remember like typing the emoji sexting thing,
and then
and then I would watch her face, and she'd react to it, and she'd do it.
No, it was a bit like that was later. But the first time we didn't do anything when we were in the voice chat, and you were like, you were like, I'm gonna go to bed or something like that. You
Yeah.
left, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to bed too. And then my friend who was in the group thing, he was like, don't fuck Paul. Don't fuck Paul. That's what he told me. But I think it wasn't me. I think it was me who messaged you with an emoji or something, and like you started responding.
Yeah, we had a talk. I remember the first like real flirty talk we had
Yeah.
was weird for me because you were like, dude, I want to have a fucking baby. And I was like, You were still with you were still with your boyfriend at the time, I think.
I went through like that. What is it called? Baby fever for like months.
She was telling me about it, right? And I was like, oh man. But then that turned into like, dude, I'm just so fucking horny. And I was too. And I was like, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But that got a little flirty. But then a couple of days later, you broke up with your ex.
No, I was already broken up.
Were you already
Yes.
broken up at that time?
Because the first time there was any little like hint of anything that would go any bit further was when I talked about when I went and had like that one night stand with that one guy.
Oh yeah.
And like,
So after
and you were getting all kind of, I think, like jealous or something, right? Like I could notice like you were a little uncomfortable about it or something.
because I had developed a little crush. And like, but I also encouraged you to go do that
Yeah,
too.
you did.
Because I thought it was the best idea for you because you were like miserable. And I was like,
Yeah.
just go out. I was like, you don't have to do anything. But like, if you meet a dude and he's cute, fuck him. And you were like, all right. And you went out and you did just that.
Yeah.
And I remember going, oh. But I had no right to go, oh, because I was married.
You didn't.
So, I didn't say anything about it, but it wasn't very long after that you and I started, flirting, and then it wasn't very long after that I was driving to Texas.
Yeah. I wouldn't say his plan backfired because it worked in the long run.
Friend zoned. I mean, I was a married dude in a different state. I couldn't really give her the D.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the position at that
And
point.
I was in a relationship and you respected that and everything.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
like,
it just
and
wasn't.
then after mine ended, it was just like, all right, let's find somebody new. And that's how I am. But
I am too.
I didn't really expect it to be, somebody who was married. Like, I thought that, but that didn't stop me, I guess.
Didn't stop me either, apparently.
Because, if I didn't flirt with you, would you have ever tried? Considering that you had, like, you were married.
I probably would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was going to happen one way or the other.
Because I would figure that it would have to be me. Because you were already tied, so.
Outside of the crush I developed on you, I was pretty out of that Like, I was looking for
Yeah.
the easiest and softest way to exit, and that just doesn't exist.
No.
There's no such thing as that. So, and I'm not the
Good
type.
night, person.
Oh, good night, dude. And I'm not the type of dude to cheat on a person for months and months, keep a big old secret and shit. And I couldn't hang with that. So, but I also couldn't deny that I had feelings for Ashley, and I wanted to go and pursue that. And even if at the time that I left, I really didn't know if things between Ashley and I were going to work. That's not why I left. I went to go visit Ashley because I was interested, because I thought that she and I had something that was worth pursuing. Mm-hmm. And I was right.
Never left.
I was right, yeah. But the initial plan was for me to be in San Antonio for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then to come back home and figure out what I was going to do with my shit and figure out where I was going to live. But once I was in San Antonio, I just didn't want to go, so I didn't. Just stayed there. And that's the way it works.
I'm not gonna kiss.
Yeah, dude, we don't kiss on command. That's weird.
That's weird.
That's a PDA too.
Are you surprised when I didn't have a penis?
No, because my eyes had seen the glory by that point.
were you surprised the first time?
I guess the
Like
first.
the very first time you saw in my pants.
No, I expected a pussy, and
Oh.
there was a pussy in there.
Okay.
I guess I was surprised that it was as nice as it was. If I'm honest, like, some vaginas are not all that pleasing to look at. I don't mean to hate on people, but some vaginas look like the goddamn Predator.
Uh-huh.
And yours looks nice, dude. You've got
Wow.
you've got a nice vagina.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Really love that vagina.
God, why don't I just take off my pants and show the world? Last book you guys read?
The last book I read all the way through was Wolves of the Cowla.
I don't remember.
Ashley's not a big book person.
It's been that long. I like a manga maybe.
I guess that counts.
I read the first 2 books of the Twilight series in 9th grade.
Why? Because you were in 9th grade.
That was about 8
That's
years
what they
ago.
were. Those were written for 9th grade.
Dude, my mom, grandma, she has read like the whole Twilight series probably at least 5 times. Like I don't. Yeah,
Really?
dude. She loves it. She absolutely loves it.
Wait a minute, you told me this once, but I'm
Yeah.
shocked again.
Like we have like all the books and like some other thing.
Your grandma is so conservative and she's old,
I know.
but she likes
She
like this
loves it, dude.
vampire sex book.
I guess so. I don't know.
Your grandma's freaky deaky,
Ooh, I don't know.
dude. There's a freak in there.
I don't know.
I'm just letting you know.
Dude, whatever freak was in there is probably gone.
I don't know about that.
She doesn't have all of her hormones.
No, I'm not. Well, that you know what that notwithstanding, no woman her age be reading Twilight 12 times if she ain't liking the parts where Edward fucks Bella up her ass.
Is that?
I don't know if that actually happens in the book. I've never read them. Don't they like they fuck though, right?
You know,
They make out.
I don't know, because I read the first 2, and the first one was just like, it was the movie, you know, and the second one was like, ooh, I like Jacob now. And then like the third one was
Don't they have a
like-
baby together?
And they do. I don't know if
So
they have
they're
the
fucking.
sex scene in there. They probably do.
They probably do. Where he's like, "Come to me, my dark princess."
Somebody said they don't fuck until the last book. Yeah, it's like after they get married.
All that tension. That's what she likes. That's how women work, though. If you get right to that, say like with porn, some women.
I don't like it to last 4 books.
You don't like. You
I
don't
don't-
like
I
that
don't like-
slow burn,
No.
where it's just like you think they're gonna fuck, but they don't. You're like, oh, and then it almost happens
No.
again. And you're like,
God,
oh.
it's such a cock tease. I hate it. I don't want it to get right to it either.
Well, that's why I love you, because I'm the same way. If somebody's gonna fuck, I'd rather they just get it out of the
I
way.
mean, there has to be some foreplay, but like,
Some.
don't let it go on for 5 years. Just get to it.
It's a puss tease.
Yeah, puss tease.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
There is no carpet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's hardwood floors. It's linoleum.
Linoleum. Could be hardwood.
We got some
freshly
nice.
polished
Yeah, we got
hardwood.
some nice hardwood going on.
Yeah.
Some nice hardwood floors. So. Yeah, we don't like carpet.
No, not around here.
No, we don't like carpets around this part. Beechwood? I don't even know what that. Like, can you just qualify some questions? You can't just like put like
Somebody asked if there was a show tonight.
toast jacket.
There was. What? Stop!
Sun hose.
My favorite manga. Somebody asked me that.
Boku no Pico.
It's not a manga. But that's a good one. I own like all of the Fruits Baskets ones, so maybe Fruits Basket.
Didn't you tell me about one like about the little the life or whatever? It's like a. You said it was about depression. Taro.
No,
or
Oyasumi Poon Poon.
Omasumi
Thank
Poon
you for
Poon.
reminding me about that, because I was thinking of the books I have. No,
Is that your favorite manga?
That is my favorite. Thank you.
I remember asking you that one time, and that's what you answered. So.
Yeah, Oyasumi Poon Poon, which means good night Poon Poon. Yeah, no, that's fabulous. I totally forgot I read that.
Oh, Yasumi Poon Poon, dude. What's a Dorby? That's a good question, dude. What is a Dorby?
Poon Poon, like P-U-N-P-U-N. It's a nickname for the main character is called Poon Poon.
How do you deal with cute Portuguese girl who's crazy as fuck that may have done crack and kind of controls me, but may have a boyfriend in Portugal, but I still likes me and I like her? Oh, fuck. That's a whole stack of problems.
Speedboat far
Yeah,
away.
we gotta fucking break this down into chunks because I can't even.
You don't. It's not like chunks. Like that's all of it. It's just
Alright.
nope. The whole
So nope,
paragraph.
nope. I'm
Nope.
just gonna let Ashley field this one.
Nope. Get away. Shoo.
Find a girl here in the States without a crazy boyfriend that isn't smoking crack.
I like toast. I like garlic toast.
Yeah, dude. What about Texas toast?
I like Texas toast. Garlic Texas toast. My favorite moment in Oyasumi Poon Poon is. That's hard.
I need to go get the indica because I need to stop smoking sativa.
Okay.
If I ever want to go to bed tonight.
Yeah, I should actually probably go to bed pretty soon.
Yeah, you do have to work at some
Within
point.
the hour.
Yeah.
An hour.
Well, I'm definitely gonna end this within the hour, probably. I don't know.
I don't know.
I never say definitely to anything. Oh, Nova. So pretty.
She's pretty happy right now.
Yeah, she's chilling.
Texas toast is just like thicker bread,
Yeah.
basically. So it's a slice of bread that's like 2 slices of normal bread. It's really thick and soft. It's not a wig, it's my hair. What character from any form of entertainment do you relate the most with? I don't know if that was for me or for Paul, but what character from any media do you relate the most with?
You answer.
That's hard.
Madoka.
I mean, no, maybe a little bit.
That's who I relate you most with. You know why?
Why?
Because Madoka is like, all I do is mess up, and I don't offer anything. I'm not special in any way. I don't have any talents, and nobody really has any reason to like me, and I couldn't be special. And that's you.
I mean, somewhat.
You're
I mean,
Madoka.
I guess like my outer personality is probably like Madoka.
What about your inner?
It's like multiple personalities. One of them would totally be Yuno from Mirai Nikki, who's a crazy yandere bitch. So, yeah, she like literally kills people who try to fuck with her love. So.
Oh, Yasumi. Oh yeah, Sumi Poon Poon.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Oh my god.
I don't smoke that much weed. Maybe a couple times a week.
Smoke 2 joints and then I smoke 2 joints. And then
I don't
smoke
have
2
multiple personalities.
You don't have MPD?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because like outwardly, I'm just like one person.
But inwardly, you feel like you're multiple people?
Maybe. I have different moods.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean different people.
I don't know. I haven't seen ReZero yet. Sorry. I'm watching Dragon Maid right now. I'm good.
The Indica.
I'm good.
Okay.
I like Studio Ghibli, yes.
Smoke heroin every day.
Yes, I like Shotokan too. Not as much as Lolicon. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep asking, so I might as well answer.
They're just gonna keep asking because they think it's salacious, and it's just like it's really not.
I don't know what my
Last-
favorite weed strain is.
Last stream, as I remember, you said you had some terrifying story, but you didn't end up telling it. Do it. I don't remember what story I was gonna tell. Last stream was like 2 streams ago. I don't remember what I was gonna tell. I'm sorry.
Yes, I've seen Watamote. I like that one. I relate to the girl in that one too because she's a total like anime nerd and she's extremely socially inept. I think she's like kind of just like the inner otaku of everybody.
Eat out my asshole. Eat out my asshole. Trippiest substance you guys have ever taken? Well, she hasn't taken any really trippy thing. Well, she took mushrooms,
tried.
but nothing really happened for her. Acid is probably the one that I've tripped hardest on. You guys should have a girls' night where you bring all your girlfriends on. That'd be kind of cool. Any bucket list drugs?
Wouldn't there only be like 2 girls?
Oh, yeah, there would be 2. Well, there would, because Ben's a virgin.
Yeah, but
and Scotty does no sex.
yeah, so there'd be 2.
Yeah.
So we've done streams though like that, like at TJ's house where
Well, you guys are.
Chelsea are there.
Yeah, Ashley and Chelsea sit in on a lot of shows.
Yeah. I'm saying like you've done like back when it was Ideas on Periscope, like me and Chelsea would be there on the porch and you and TJ would be there on the porch.
Yeah.
So we've done that before.
Is Ben really a virgin? Just go ask. It was a meme from the show. You guys are so stupid. Like 3 shows ago, Ben was like, "I'm a virgin." It's a joke, guys. Come on. Get the net. We need to find Ben a man. Trap Ben needs a man. Dude, Nova is so happy right now. She is so fucking stoked to be sunning herself. How much is Ben's virginity? You have to ask Ben. I don't know. What's the idea to have your girlfriend on? Whose idea was it to have your girlfriend on? You or hers? Be honest, man. The 2 times that Ashley was on the show, there was really no other option. We were living in a small hotel room together at the time, and I was using hotel internet, and the only place I could set up my little laptop where the camera would pick me up was on the desk, and you could see the whole room from there. And so I was like, well, if you're going to be on the bed, you may as well sit next to me. At the time that those shows happened, I didn't have a home. I was living out of a hotel. So
You're also just a guest, so
and yeah, on top of that, I wasn't even a full-time peasant at that point, or a part-time one even. I was a guest guy on Fridays. So that's why Ashley appeared on a couple of shows. That and Ashley's fucking awesome. So do a noise, Paul, please. For the love of Gord, do a noise.
Hey, I was also on a private show for a bit too.
Yeah, Ashley's been on a. She's made a couple of different appearances outside of the main shows she was on. What vape mod is that? What tank is it? This is an Aspire Atlantis tank, and this is just a Kanger. I don't even remember what it's called. It's a shitty little 18650 battery tank. Subox Nano. Okay. I need to get a bigger mod because I have to switch batteries like once, twice, sometimes 3 times a day on these. So, but I'm using it for now because I just don't have one yet. When's the next private show? The 29th, which is a Saturday. On Acid, I thought I saw God, but like I don't even believe in him. I also saw 2 of the people with me as demons trying to hurt me. They had a synthesizer. The synthesizer was an awful machine. Wait.
Cool down.
I'll take care of Nova.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just leave it on for her. Let her sun a little bit. I'm not gonna go to bed for another couple minutes, so.
Well, I mean, it takes about 10 minutes to cool that down.
I know. I'm gonna be up for a little bit.
Okay.
But, well, old private shows get uploaded every month. I believe so until we run out. I mean, we don't have an infinite back supply of private shows, and we don't want to release the private show immediately upon it being, it has to remain exclusive for a while before we put it out there. So, but yeah, that's part of the content that we'll be adding. But we've got ideas for stuff outside of that that's gonna push that content. We're trying to commit to about I think they said 10 hours a week of exclusive content on DP On Demand, which will take us a while to build up to, but I think with the ideas that we have, it'll be pretty simple. I would do urban exploring if I were in better shape. I really like that type of shit. Like, finding these kind of closed down buildings and exploring them, and finding these old subway tunnels and sewer tunnels and stuff that aren't in use anymore, and exploring those places in the city you're not supposed to go. I think I would if I was in better shape. It would be pretty pointless for me to try and do that now. I can't really do a Chank, no. I don't really have a button on Chank. For me to do an impression of somebody, I have to have a button on something. Like for Pimp Monk, it was the gravelly voice, right? And I take it to the absurd level. I'm not a super direct impressionist. There's only a couple of impressions that I can do where I feel like I sound a lot like the original person, really. Like even like my Manatee impression. Brett doesn't really sound much like this in the situation. I mean, it has some of his mannerisms, but it has its own thing, because I have a button on Brett, and that's his mannerisms and his way of speaking and his kind of mush-mouthedness and that kind of deep thing. The only impression that I do that I think, well, I do 3 that I think sound pretty close, but one of them I can't really do much with them. Like I do a decent Peter Griffin, right? So, why do women have boobs? Oh, hold on. Why do women have boobs? So you got something to look at while you're talking to them. I don't know. My Peter Griffin sucks. Let's see. Let's go through the list. Yeah, I don't really do anything, dude. I don't really do anything that I think is really great. What? It's been so long since I've heard Peter. I don't do a Ledger Joker. A Stewie? Yes. Take another reach, you forgot your change. You stupid dunce. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a good direct impressionist. I have to find a button on somebody to really be able to do a direct impression. Stewie is better than Peter. Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin. Peter. See, I'm getting better. Peter Griffin. Why do women have boobs? No, Peter. It's been a long time since I've done my Peter Griffin. Peter. Yeah, it's getting there, I know. I gotta work on it a little bit. And then my Smeagol, which is stupid fat hobbitses. Stupid precious. They took it from us. They removed it. My Smeagol is pretty fucking dank. Outside of those, not really great. Gurgi, well, yeah, Gurgi's basically Smeagol, though, for me. You've hurt Gurgi's feelings. Gurgi has many crunches and munchies. Gurgi just wanted many crunches and munchies, and you have hurt Gurgi's feelings. Ah. It's almost the same place. I do the same little glottal stop to make it happen. James Hetfield. Never free, never be. So what do me, fuck James Hetfield. I really don't like him as a vocalist. I'm sorry. I know that's blasphemous to some people, but what I felt, what I know, there's a mountains made to mourn. Ugh.
Good night.
Good night. I'd have to listen to Rorschach to do them again because it's been a while since I heard. I could probably do a decent one. Dave Mustaine. No, thank you. Pass on that. I love you, babe.
I love you.
My favorite Nine Inch Nails album is Pretty Hate Machine. Yeah, dude, that was a pretty good one. Well, I just heard. Yeah. Plan on marrying her? If you were stuck in a post-apocalyptic situation with the DP cast and you had to sacrifice and eat one peasant, who would it be? I had to do it? Why I gotta be the one to do it? I'd probably be the one to get eaten. I'm the fattest one. A Trent Reznor. I can't really do a Trent. I have a pretty decent Billy Corgan. The world is a vampire, doom, 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 set to drain. It's not bad. Secret destroyer, hold you up to the flame. Not bad. Even though I know I do a decent Manson, like some kind of Mansons. Like I like when Manson does the, like let's see. I like his ballads because he does that. What's a good one that I could do? Let me think of one. Give me a sec. I mean, I love Angel with the Scabbed Wings, and that's a good old school Manson. I can't scream like Manson, though. It's the angel with the scab wings, hard drug face, wanna powder his nose. He will deflower the freshest crop, dry up all the wounds with this rock and roll sauce. I don't know. Not bad. I mean, my voice is pretty shitty right now. First paycheck purchase. Ever watch Babylon 5? I haven't watched Babylon 5, no. Not a whole lot. I love it when he does that low thing, too, that like, oh, I pray it isn't true. I found the center of fruit is laid. It is the center of fruit today. Cut the apple in two. Yeah, I like Manson. I don't do very good impersonation. I can't do Surge at all. It would just be really cartoony. Utilizing drugs to... I can't do it. I don't have his tone. That dude has got an amazing fucking voice, dude. Yeah, The Beautiful People has a good one, that, because he does a lot of that hissy shit. And I don't want ya, and I don't need ya. Don't bother to resist or I'll beat ya. It's not your fault that you're always wrong. The weak get together, justify the strong. The beautiful people. Yeah, I mean, he has his thing. There's so many Manson things, though. He's a dude that there's a lot of buttons on him. So if I can find one of those, I can approximate a person. Billy Corgan is just that nasally shit. I can't do Eminem at all. I can't do Homer, but I do a good Marge. Homie, And like her sisters, you know, I can get on a riff with them.
Marge, you need to leave that stupid oaf.
It's very Pimp Monkey, yeah. Marge is very Pimp Monkey, yeah. Bob Dylan. Everybody, lay the ball. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody has that same button on Dylan. The time will never come again. I mean, Lennon is... I can't do John Lennon, really. Eddie Murphy, no. I wish I could do Eddie Murphy. That'd be a great one. I'd do a good Randy Newman. Yeah. You got a friend in me. I love that. And I mean, that's a way exaggerated version of him, but that's always how I hear him in my head. You got a friend in me. Yeah. Death metal has a real problem with me. With the vocals are always a problem. If I mean, I think that's part of death metal. Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin. Ha ha ha. I used to do a good oh Peter. Now that's Peter. The preferred term is fuck. I used to do such a good. I used to watch a whole lot of Family Guy, and I've kind of lost most of my Family Guy shit. Loretta, yeah, there you go. Loretta, I need to talk to you about Peter. Cleveland, yeah. And that's a good one because you know they're all very distinctive voices. So like, you know, what's his name? Oh, that's nasty. Yeah. What's the other dude's name?
Oh, ew, giggity, oh, all right,
Herbert. Oh, I do a dank Herbert. Hold up, give me a sec. I gotta prepare for my Herbert because it's a real whispery one. Herbert the pervert, dude. He's my favorite. Here we go.
Say there, Miss Leon. How you doing out on your paper route today? Looks like you're all hot and sweaty riding that bicycle. Say, I tell you what, I got a whole freezer full of popsicles downstairs, but I tell you what, with my creaky old back, I just can't reach 'em.
It's not bad. I love it. I wish I could do more of that whistle.
I got a popsicle. Popsicle.
It's not bad. Boomhauer? Yeah, I mean, he was... I tell you what, man, that dang old... I take you go down to that dang... I can't really do his timbre of voice. God damn it, Bobby. Something wrong with that boy. I sell propane and propane accessories. I don't work on impressions a whole lot. Hanging yourself in the closet? Cool. Johnny Cash? I can do older Johnny Cash better than younger Johnny Cash. There's a man hanging around taking names. He decides who to free and who to blame. Everyone won't be treated all the same. There will be a golden ladder reaching down when the living man comes around. Shit. My Johnny Cash is my living man, dude. Shit. Fuck. Hear the trumpets, hear the fifers. 100 million angels singing. The multitudes are marching to that big kettle drum. Yep. I can't do Zoidberg. I haven't watched enough of Futurama to have a good Zoidberg. I do some good impressions, like, that nobody around me even knows anymore. Like, when I was a kid, I learned how to do Hoggle from Labyrinth, and also Ludo from Labyrinth. And I do a pretty good David Bowie from that movie, too. How you move my world, you precious thing. But nobody remembers the movie. So it's like, I've got all these impressions. I do Sir Didymus from that. The little fox guy, but nobody... Oh, there's a $20 super chat that I missed. Let me check it. Check it. Oh, yeah. I saw it. Do you know the name of the anime from the song tonight's intro's from? I don't know, dude. I'm sorry. You've run so long, you've run so far. Your eyes can be so cruel, just as I can be so cruel. Yeah, dude. I loved Bowie in that movie. I missed your super chat? Okay, Brian, I'm sorry. Let me take a look, bro. Brian, hey Paul, I know it isn't much, but thanks for being cool and giving me something to watch while I'm up. Oh, thank you, Brian. I'm sorry I missed that, dude. I really am. And thanks for the $5. I appreciate that. Yeah. I saw my baby crying hard as babe could cry. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Slime and snails and puppy dog tails, thunder or lightning. And baby said, dance, magic, dance. Dance, magic, dance. I love that fucking movie, man. Like, what? Why is that movie not still around? Do an impression of Christopher Walken. I don't really have a good Christopher. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't have his timbre. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't. I have a friend named Sean. He was actually in the band I used to go with to when they toured a little bit, and he did the fucking Walken of the century, dude. It's why I never tried to learn him, because I was just like, I'll never be as good as Sean. So, dude, David Bowie's bulge was like, should have been credited in that film. It was a character. It was there so much. Arizona Dream. Yeah, probably. I haven't seen the film. Favorite horror movies? My favorite of all time is the original black and white Night of the Living Dead, the Romero. It just scared the shit out of me as a child, and it really is still a scary film when I watch it now. And it was done on such a shoestring budget, and was forward thinking in so many ways and inspired so many fucking countless films and works of art and works of music, and it's just absolutely an influential film. And it was in my life too. Without the benefit of that knowledge, George Romero's Night of the Living Dead changed the way I looked at movies. It changed what I expected from films. It changed what I liked about movies. It informed what I liked about movies. And I was a kid. I didn't know that it was this big social masterpiece, that it would had all this commentary that was worlds ahead of its time, that the fact that there was a black guy in the lead role was a huge social no-no at the time, but that Romero stepped out of his comfort zone and did it anyway at a time where there was a lot of real social upheaval in this country. I didn't know any of that shit. That's all true about it too, but for me as a kid with a VHS tape with George Romero's original Night of the Living Dead, all I know is I popped it in, I couldn't stop watching it, and it scared the shit out of me. The night I watched George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, I watched it 3 times in a row. I stayed up all night. Boom, boom, boom. I couldn't get enough. So that's a cool film, right? To have those chops and then outside of that to be influential in somebody's life. Pretty cool. Yeah, dude. I do a pretty decent, it's very similar, but remember Hootie and the Blowfish? Show me the bed of prayer, don't obey. You get so mad at me when I go out with my friends, but there's nothing I can do. Show me the do. And then Eddie Vedder's like, let's see, what's one of his? Whoa, my shredder by. I love doing the gibberish for him because I could never understand what he was saying. I can't be loud enough to do real impressions, unfortunately, at night like this. If I could sing at full voice, I'd do way better. But I don't want to get the cops called on me at fucking 2:30 in the morning singing like Eddie Vedder. Plus, Ashley has to go to sleep. Last CD I bought. I'm gonna have to think about that, bro. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Honestly, it's been a long time. Eddie Vedder is easy to understand. No, he's not. He's a mush mouth, dude. They're trying to build a prison. Trying to build a prison. I love that fucking song. Utilizing drugs to pay for secret wars around the world. Drugs are now your global policy. I love that song, dude. White nationalism is not I. Well, thanks for letting us know, man. Favorite Daria episode? It's been so long since I've watched that series that I couldn't give you a favorite episode. You guys should play Doom on your gaming channel. Oh yeah, dude. It'd be fun. Featuring me as a character in your book. You've asked hundreds of times for my permission. Go ahead, dude. Do what you want, man. Whatever you want to do, bro. You have my permission. You have my blessing. Go forth and write a good book. Can you do a Tommy from the Bronx impression? Not really. It's just generic, bad New York accent guy. Can you read your Yeah, I just read your comments, dude. I should get on WoW just to start a massive guild to bug everyone else. But then I'd have to play WoW. The downside is great with this idea. The downside is awful. I don't even really know how Eggman sounds. I knew Eggman as Dr. Robotnik, so this whole Eggman shit is new to me. He was Dr. Robotnik when I was a kid, and I still think of Dr. Robotnik when I see him. I think Eggman is a stupid fucking name. You gonna go back to Eve? Yeah, dude. I really wanna. How did I get into Goon Squad? They were recruiting. See, at the time that I joined the Goons, they were heavily recruiting because they were gearing up for a big war against what remained of the Band of Brothers, I think. And you had to go through. There was like a multi-stage process. It started at their Reddit. So go to the Goon Swarm Reddit. Search for Goon Swarm on Reddit and see if they're accepting apps. You have to start there. You have to give them your limited API so that they can look at all your transaction history and your fucking other characters to make sure you're not a spy and shit. But yeah, I went through that process and eventually got in, and then they give you, your roles, or they give you your tag, and you can move your shit to their space and start farming. I mean, that's how it was back then. It might be a whole lot more guarded now. Yo, Paul, why has this channel lost so many subs? Any ideas? Been watching you for years. It's probably a combination of people that were subscribed to my old videos and them not liking the constant barrage of updates, or not liking the style of what I'm doing now as much as they liked my old kind of more thought out monologue-y videos. Also, there's a bug on YouTube that's well known and documented that people that live stream lose subscribers almost every time they start a live stream. I've talked to multiple people that do this for a living that have had this happen. For me, that number doesn't mean a whole lot to me. This is a place for me to come and chill with people who like watching me. And I'm not shitting my pants going, oh no, I broke 40K and now I'm back at 9,200 or whatever, or 3,900 or whatever the fuck it is now. That's not something that registers in my mind as a concern. I'm not really interested in those numbers. There's also a glitch where people are being unsubbed from channels that are deemed by YouTube to be not in their interests because of their age group or whatever the fuck. So, I think all three of those things are probably what's causing it. Can you do a Galen impression? No. I do monetize these. These are monetized, but right now YouTube ad revenue is dog shit, so. Would you change your style if all your subscribers watch these streams at once? I'd probably have to. Honestly. I mean, I wouldn't be able to read all the comments, so I'd have to. Maybe I'd just let it happen and I'd stop it and try and read a little bit and then stop it and try and read a little bit. But, I know this, look, the format is not for everybody. I didn't make these hangouts to please everyone. I didn't make these hangouts as something that I thought was going to be pleasing to everybody who likes me or the show or anything. I do them because it's kind of helpful to me to have a place to come and interact with my fans and fans of the show. And I think it's an interesting look at some behind the scenes stuff, and I wanted the other guys to have a place to do the same. Yeah, I know, dude, the Adam and Eve sponsor. Yeah. I mean, that's cool, dude. Hollywood Undead, yeah, dude. Yeah, I fucks with Hollywood Undead. I actually got to see them once. with Mickey Avalon. No, I never got to see Mickey Avalon, unfortunately. But he was big around that time. But I did get to see Hollywood Undead, which was cool. Why didn't I go to Portland? It was last minute, and I'm trying to save money for Europe, and it's expensive to travel and get hotel rooms and shit. And it just, I'm really trying to sock away the money to get us through Europe and everything. So that's the honest answer. How's your depression working out? It's been okay. I had a week recently, last week, where it was tough, man. And the week preceding that was pretty tough. I had a couple of weeks. But that's par for the course. I powered through it. I was able to get my work done and out the other end of it. And I'm feeling better now. I'm kind of coming up out of it. So, I'm dealing well. I'm coping well, I think, at this point in my life. I don't think it'll ever be like not a problem, but I hope to get it to the point where it's like not an everyday, all day problem. You'll get the money back. Think about coming to Portland. I would, part of me wishes I could now that the meetup is so big, but it's just I have to make the financial decisions, and it would be kind of irresponsible, I think, of me to do right now. So just didn't happen. Doki wipe. What's a doki wipe, dude? Exercise didn't seem to really intercede super well in my depression, although maybe like while I'm doing it, certainly at the end of it, on days that I exercise, I feel better for a long time after that. I really do. So maybe it does help. Yeah, it's a short-term kind of endorphin rush, and it feels nice. It pumps you up a little bit. I'd really like to get to the point where I feel motivated enough to go in the morning, but I just haven't gotten there yet, man. In the morning, I just don't want to do a goddamn... I'm not a morning person, man. I'm such a fucking... I just suck in the morning. Why don't you talk about the downside of smoking weed? Okay, let's talk about it. Number one, if you're smoking it, if you're combusting it, you're inhaling a bunch of carbon into your lungs, which is bad for your lungs. It causes a scratchiness to your voice. It can cause you to cough a lot, and it can cause damage, and yes, probably cancer. So that's a downside. Smoking weed all of the time can be a disorienting experience in people's lives, to the point where some people aren't able to function in ways that are normal for them. People can lose their jobs when they get too heavily into it. What else? It lowers your sperm count. So if you're trying to conceive and you're a big pothead. So those are 3 downsides that I can think of. Weed gave you schizophrenia? I doubt that. Shouldn't have to apologize for fighting that guy. Any rational person would get angry if they had urine thrown at them. Cut the kayfabe, dude. Come on. When you want to laugh at some point, Paul, you should listen to Jesus Thinks You're a Jerk. It's all about Pat Robertson. I think I might have heard it, but I'll check it out. It sounds familiar anyway. It's probably been, if it's been out for a while, I might have heard it, but I'll check it out. Some of the comments in the chat are being censored. Which ones? Why? What would lead you to believe that? I mean, I block people sometimes when they're spamming and shit, but other than that. I'd love to see you debate Galen on DP about transhumanism. I don't know why. I don't know that I'd get a word in edgewise against Galen. Probably end up just arguing about arguing. I hate that type of shit, man. That's my pet peeve. I hate when arguments devolve into arguing about the argument rather than what the argument was about. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. It happens with girls all the time. You took a tone. I don't like your tone. And it's like, oh, fuck. Can we get back to the point? Transhumanism sucks. Okay. Well, then don't take part in it. It's stupid. Okay, don't take part in it then. Problem solved. You don't want to get a heart replacement? Keep your heart. You don't want to get a replacement for a hip that goes bad or have a bionic arm if you are in an accident and lose your arm. Walk around with a fucking stump and a hook, faggot. Don't give a shit. That's why you went MGTOW. Arguing with women is damn near impossible. MGTOWs are sad people, dude. And you should really, really, really consider leaving that group and getting a girlfriend. Please. MGTOW is one of the silliest things that I've ever had the displeasure of learning about. It's sad. It really is fucking sad. Too expensive? Okay. Well, I mean, to each his own. I'm not telling you have to go out and engage in dating. But if you have that biological drive to do so and you're denying it to yourself and telling yourself that women are unreasonable and that's the reason you're not getting pussy, you're lying to yourself, like the rest of the people in MGTOW.
It's too expensive to get pussy. That's why I'm not getting pussy. Yeah, guys, the reason that I'm not getting pussy is because women expect me to spend too much money. Yeah, guys, the reason I'm not getting pussy is because I hate how manipulative women are.
It's like, I got a couple other reasons, bros.
I don't want to play the game. That's why I'm not getting pussy. I could be out there getting so many pussies on my dick. So many pussies. But I don't get pussy because I don't like playing the game that you gotta play with these stupid bitches.
Okay, dude. If that's what you think. Yeah, not all chicks are drama whores. Look, as it turns out, some chicks are unreasonable fucking cunts. Some chicks are cool. Some dudes are unreasonable fucking cunts. Some dudes are cool. If you dated one chick, see, a lot of MGTOWs too, dude. They propagate bullshit like the friend zone. Which, of course, at the heart of it implies that a woman is obligated to return feelings to a man that cops feelings and can't try and be friends with a dude. They're ridiculous. They're fucking stupid.
MGTOW. The reason I don't get pussy is because I don't want to play the game. You guys ever you know what hypergamy is? That's when women, they find a man that has a lot of money, and then the young women, what they do is they attach themselves to a man that has money, and then they just drain them for the money. And I don't want to play that game, guys. That's why I'm sitting here jerking off into a tissue every night.
Fuck MGTOW. Now quit making excuses for your lack of pussy, dude. Like, dude, like think about it, dude. Shit attracts flies, right? If you've had a string of shit girlfriends that have been crazy and irrational, maybe it's the shit that's attracting the flies. You get my drift? I'm sorry, MGTOW. I hate to say it. Could be the shit.
Could be the shit that's attracting those flies, isn't it?
Jerking off into a tissue doesn't get you herpes or kids. Neither does me fucking my girlfriend. I don't get herpes or kids from that. But I guess a tissue is a good supplement. Especially if you
Don't want to play the game. I'm not willing to expend him. I'm not willing to waste my resources supporting some bitch just to let me in her pussy.
Okay. Enjoy being lonely and horny, I guess. Oh, hell yeah. I'm all for legalizing prostitution, dude. I think it should be 100% legal everywhere. Regulated, safe, secure, easy. Absolutely. 100% for that. Fuck honey? What the fuck is a honey? Like a jar of honey? Like the bees made? Is that what we've devolved to tonight? A jar of honey that bees made? Wow. It's time to go balls deep. I'm tired of this bullshit. Tired of these half-assed, namby-pamby bullshit fucking faggot questions. I need some edge in my life. I need some edge in my life. So you know the rules. Trolling, bullshit, totally ignored. Your deepest questions only, please. This is a serious segment for serious people. Yeah, dude, you load a bowl now. In fact, that's a good point. I'm gonna smoke the rest of this bowl and let people kind of get their bearings about them. How can you overcome your social anxiety and suicidal thoughts? Go get help. How do you overcome feeling ugly? Maybe you just need to admit that you're ugly. I admitted a long time ago that I just really don't have what's pleasing in a general sense to society. And a lot of people look on that as ugly. I'm fat. You know, I look weird. I got the big beard, the weird hair, I dress weird. You know, why not just go ahead and move forward with your life as an ugly person? How do you overcome being pathetically bored with everything? Find something about life that makes you passionate and just do that with your free time. If what you're doing is sitting around in a puddle of your own despair and playing video games all day and going, why am I so bored? The answer is you. Find something that you love and go spend your time doing that instead of with your thumb up your ass playing Hearthstone. You might enjoy it. What do you think of voluntary human extinction as a social movement? I think that there's absolutely zero chance of that ever gaining traction. So, I mean, I like the idea. Certainly, I like the discussion of the idea, maybe more than I like the actual outcome of it, but I don't think that there's a chance that it'll ever happen. Man, People are very quiet tonight. Nobody wants to go balls deep tonight. Maybe it's too late for balls deep. Maybe 3 a.m. is not the best balls deep. Would I travel to another planet with Howard Bloom? Sure. We contact an alien species. We can assume some things. We both have math and intelligence. How does this fit into your idea about contact? Well, certainly, I mean, it's going to be a tool that we're going to have to be able to use to communicate, right? Because our chances of being able to understand one another at first contact are zero. So if they're spacefaring, then we can assume that they have an advanced knowledge of mathematics. And that's probably going to be one of the first vectors that we use in our attempts to communicate with these aliens. Now, depending on whether they have eyes, ears, whether they can perceive us, that's a different thing entirely. How they perceive us may be a barrier to that communication, but certainly I think mathematics is probably going to be the baseline starting thing, when it comes to communication. As far as other aspects of first contact, if they come to us, we can probably assume that they are far more advanced than us. Our knowledge of mathematics being what it is, our abilities are incredibly limited. So we can probably assume that these are beings that have an intensely deeper understanding of the universe and how it works than we do. The only way to make people kill themselves en masse is with religion. I don't think that's true at all. I think politics can do that too. I think it does it all the time, actually. What do you think these young, bright-eyed soldiers that signed up after 9/11 did? Some of them might have been influenced by religion in their decision to do that. But I think the big influencer was, I'm going to serve my country at a time of need. And they got sent to die in a pointless war that gained our country nothing, and in fact, still to this day impacts our country negatively. And their lives culminated in that moment. How's that different from Jim Jones telling people to drink the fucking Kool-Aid? What can you believe could be the root cause of religion presenting itself in ancient times, aside from the need to explain difficult questions? Perhaps a need outside of the need to answer difficult questions. I don't know if there really needs to be a reason outside of that if you go back far enough, right? I think that really is the seed of religion. But if there was another motivation for it, then I would say, certainly, I've talked with TJ about this. When I think about historical figures, the one that I wish that I could meet the most is one that nobody knows the name of. I want to meet the first Homo sapiens sapiens. Or, you know what, I'd go back even farther. The first human-like ancestor. The first ancestor of ours close enough to us to be considered humanesque. And find out which one of those motherfuckers was the first chimpo monkey to take this religious idea of the water flows because the water god in the mountains releases her tears, or whatever the fuck it was, whatever proto-religious idea was, river is God, river bring food. I want to know which monkey it was that was like, yeah, I speak to the river. That Carlin thing. The river told me to give your shit to me. That's the dude I want to meet. Because that's the other impetus for religion. Control. It's a means of social control. Humans are a social animal. Social animals have social hierarchies. In a modern society where there are more people than needed to have a tightly knit, familial, job-based, survival-based social hierarchy, people invent one. Right? Hence religion. You've got the priest class, you've got the congregants, you've got the almighty river, or the almighty forest, or the tree, or the bear of the woods, or whatever it is they were fucking worshiping back in those days, the bison. You don't think religion was created in bad intentions? No, I don't think so either. But I don't think it was long before it was used with bad intentions. And that's my point. I think that religion was genuinely probably created as a way to explain the world around them to a very curious-minded creature that didn't have the benefit of thousands upon thousands years of recorded human history and modern science to explain the sun and the moon and the stars and the clouds and the rain and natural disasters, and so they did their best to fill in those gaps. Over the years, stories built up. People that lived near volcanoes would hear stories about the great mountain that's, the god that slumbers underneath the mountain. I don't think that those things were created with the intention of controlling people's minds, but I don't think it was long after the inception of that idea before somebody figured out that you could. If there was a creator of the universe, I don't think it would be the least bit concerned with 99% of the things that we're concerned with. How could it? How could something that knows the secrets of everything care a fucking whit about us? I mean, in all this vastness, do you think that it has a real, genuine love or care for us? So I guess maybe a deist god, that idea of a creator that seeded life on this planet and then walked away, averted its consciousness to other things, doesn't really consider us or want to have a relationship or interaction with us at all. That's not what we were about. I don't really think that's plausible at all either, but certainly I guess if there was a god and I had to take a guess, that's how I would guess it would be. Would you agree that a motivating factor for religion lies with the fact that some people have a difficult time grasping the idea that our lives and our consciousness is finite? Absolutely. Human fear of death is, but that I put that in the category of things we can't explain, right? And it's still one of those things. We don't know for an absolute certainty what happens when we die. Now, most scientists will tell you that we have a pretty good idea because we understand that consciousness is a function of our brain. It's basically a chemical illusion created by our brain that tells us you are this. And when the brain stops functioning, that chemical illusion, that chemical and electrical illusion that tells us what we are, who we are, is gone, which means that we are gone. That makes the most sense from a scientific perspective because there's never been demonstrated to be a consciousness outside of the function of our biology. It just doesn't exist. We don't have evidence for it. So I think that's a pretty plausible explanation. What if we become a parasitic race via Newman probes to aliens and eat their resources? Are we objectively evil? No, absolutely not. I think we're thoughtless and reckless to have created a self-replicating probe that, then descends upon a civilization and consumes it for resources, after millions of years of evolution in the deep cold of space. I don't think that we would launch such a probe with that intention, but if we did do it, it would be a reckless loss of an entire alien civilization basically at our hands. Did I miss a super chat or something? Oh, I did. A lot of angry alt-righters and SJWs mistake their angst for passion, the result mainly of sexual depravity. Do you agree, and what else causes this? The result of mainly sexual depravity. Wait a minute, hold on. They mistake their angst for passion. Angry angry alt-righters and SJWs mistake their angst for passion, the result mainly of sexual depravity. I don't know that I agree. But I have kind of a different perspective on passion than younger people do. And that's just a function of me being older. People perceive passion differently now than they used to when I was a young person, and that I do now. People immediately are kind of dismissive of passion. I've talked about this before, but I think it's because the current generation, millennials, I guess, are used to being fucked around by the government, by corporations, by advertisers, etc., etc., etc. They're used to it, and they don't like feeling like they're being emotionally manipulated. And when they see somebody that yells and screams into the microphone, they turn off their brains. They go, oh, it's another one of those. Why do you got to put on that anger act? Why can't you just give the facts? Why can't you just... And see, I used to, in my day, we saw value in a person that was passionate about what they believed. A lot of people believe on the show that I put on an act when I yell and scream into the mic and when I get passionate about things like education and poverty and globalism and... and I don't. I yell like that in my real life. I genuinely do. And I do it because I learned a long time ago, or I tried to train myself a long time ago, not to restrain my passion. When I feel a genuine emotional connection to something, I try not to deny my instinct to feel about it, if that makes sense. But nowadays it's perceived very differently. And I don't know that it's something I can change about myself, but I can live with that perception. Because I still find value in it. And I still think that at some point it will be a valuable thing for people to express emotion in their arguments and not be immediately called out for trying to manipulate. But who knows? I remember Ben saying he got acid in the mail. I don't know, dude. I have no fucking clue how that would even happen. Do you think universal translation technologies will lead to another revolution in thought? I hope so. I mean, it's really very, very exciting to think that we're very close. We're on the cusp of having an earpiece that we can wear when somebody walks up to you in Japanese, and speaks, and you don't speak Japanese, you get an immediate translation in your ear, and you can have a conversation with that person face to face, shake hands with them without having to go through a translator. That's cool. I mean, cultures, the walls between cultures evaporate, right? When that becomes something that everybody has. That's kind of a cool thing, right? Do you think that maybe it'll cause people to think of people from other cultures as more worthwhile? Do you think it'll be easier for them to look at them as human beings of worth and value if they're able to walk up with them and talk with them? I don't know. I'd like to think maybe it would in a lot of people engender that feeling, especially over time, when it becomes even more culturally acceptable that everybody can talk to everybody, and that there's no barrier to that anymore. They hate each other for trivial shit, but don't you think that's because of the distance between these cultures and the division? And don't you think that's propped up by things like the language barrier, right? Where they are not like us, so we don't go amongst them because they're thieves and they're shifty. Don't you think it's harder to call somebody shifty or lazy if you can walk right up to a person from that culture and say, hello, my name's Paul, how are you? And he can say, hello, my name is, Thomas, how are you? and you can have a talk and you can shake that person's hand. I think that does have an impact, especially over time. And then we might find it harder. We might find it harder to hate each other. I hate to sound like a fucking hippie, but if you can have a conversation with somebody, if you can walk up to somebody and tell them hello and have them understand it, and tell them how you feel and have them understand it, maybe it won't be so easy for us to blame one another for things. Ever heard of the Babel fish? Yeah, Hitchhiker. Yeah, I love it. Don't you think that even then people will find a way to not like each other? Of course. I'm not saying it's going to solve all the world's problems. I'm just saying it's going to be harder for us to not like each other because we live on different parts of the planet. Especially, like I said, over time. Not immediately, but over 3 or 4 generations where this technology is now ubiquitous. I find it hard to believe that people that live on distant parts of the planet are going to hate each other as much after those generations go down, but I may be wrong. I worked at a Japanese restaurant where they spoke Mandarin and English. There's still a lot of division between the white and Asian waitresses. Okay. That's in the context of a fucking restaurant. I didn't say it would solve all human problems. People are still gonna fucking fight and bicker amongst one another. I'm just saying in a general sense, having that broken down, I think people hate Mexicans because people assume that many of them have the gang cholo aspect to them, and many of them having the language barrier, like you said. Yeah, I mean, and for me, I might have a totally different idea of what a Mexican person is had I not grown up where I grew up. I grew up around a lot of Mexican people, so I know that there are all kinds of Mexican people. Yeah, there are cholos and gangsters, and there are hardworking people and funny people, and criminals and cops, and every stripe of American life is present in Hispanic people. Just is what it is. Well, I guess that's the end of Balls Deep. I think I'm about ready to wrap this up. I might smoke one more bowl. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna smoke another bowl. So if you've got one, and you're wanting to, wind down a little bit before you go hit the hay, or just, I don't know, maybe you're starting your day and you want to smoke a fucking bowl. I don't know. Whatever your fucking reason. Maybe you're on break at work and you got a little weed in the glove compartment and you're like, fuck it, dude. I want to smoke that weed. Let's do it. Let's smoke a bowl together, guys. Blueberry-based indicas. I tend to like the sativa dominant blueberry hybrids, but I've had some of the indica ones. They're just not my favorite. Smoking dank shit? Yeah, me too, man. I've got this, right now I'm smoking G-Cut, and I'm telling you, Trip, this is the indica right here. This is it. Explain what effects CBD has on a high, if any. Taken in sufficient doses, CBD can intensify and lengthen a high. I have experienced this. I've tested it. I didn't have access to it until I moved here or stayed here with the guys in Seattle. CBD is just not something, it's a newer kind of thing. I know it's been around for a while, but it just kind of, I haven't been aware of it until recently. And I've found it to actually have kind of an elevating, it also has a mellowing effect, I find. So while it escalates the intensity and kind of holds the peak of the high longer, it has an overall kind of calm note to it that I really like, and it's really, really helpful for pain. If you have back pain, if you smoke a strain that is high in CBD, or you take some CBD supplements to your indica, it will help a whole lot. And some people say that CBD alone, which won't get you high, if you ingest just CBD, it won't get you high. And they say that that can help with like joint pain and arthritis and inflammation and back pain and neck pain and headaches and all kinds of shit. Do you think it's possible for someone to lose empathy after a traumatic experience? Sure. I mean, I think that's been documented. I remember watching, there's actually, I think it's on YouTube, there's an old documentary called Child of Rage about a little girl who was profoundly, was born to drug addict parents. A drug addict mother. I think her father was not in the picture. Oh no, he was. Drug addict parents, and she was profoundly abused, neglected, physically, sexually, emotionally abused from a very young age up until she was taken from her parents and put in the foster care system. And because of that trauma in her childhood, she was a child that had no empathy. And when I say she had no empathy, I mean she would literally kill animals, kill pets. She would stab her brother. And they could not instill in her a sense that it was wrong to hurt people. They had to, move all the knives and put them behind lock and key because she would try and go get them at night and hurt people with them. And this was at like the age of 3 and 4, or 4 and 5 when, she was adopted. It's a crazy fucking documentary, but it's also a psychological case study, and that's what most of the documentary is. It's an interview with the little girl where she talks about not only how she feels about people, but why she feels about them that way. And she talked about ways that she was hurt in such a frank way that like you'd think a little person shouldn't even be able to, but she doesn't even show a hint of emotion. In fact, at one point, I think when she starts to feel emotion, she tells him something like, "I don't want to talk anymore about that." I mean, it's just like, he's like, what happened to you when you were little? My dad would touch my vaginas. She called it a vaginus. My dad would touch, she's like 8 or 9 when they're interviewing her. She's a little girl, you know what I mean? My dad would touch my vaginas and I would be hungry. But there was no emotion to it. It was just like, flat. But at the end of it, she did go on to learn those things. She was able to learn empathy. And I think that she probably went on, hopefully, to live maybe something like a normal life. Towards the end of that documentary, they show her with a family years later. I don't know if she's still alive. I don't know. I don't think they give her name in the documentary because she was a minor at the time it was made. It's like there's another psychological case study called Jeannie, who was another young child who was profoundly abused and neglected. But she went a different route. Jeannie just never learned how to speak, never learned how to interact with people because she was denied that human contact so much that she didn't know how to speak. And on top of that, she was also mentally handicapped. And so that's another one of these, the feral child, Jeannie. The end of her story is way sadder. These doctors that were studying Jeannie when she was taken from her parents cared for her in a way that nobody ever had. And then later on, and after Jeannie started to come out of her shell and develop language, Jeannie's mother fought with the courts to get Jeannie back. And she won and took Jeannie away from those people. And then I think it was months later, lost Jeannie again, and Jeannie was put in the foster system, or put in a hospital, I think it was actually. She's put in a mental hospital and died in a mental hospital. She might actually still be alive in a mental hospital. Nobody really knows because Jeannie is a pseudonym. because once again, it was a scientific case study, and she was a minor, so nobody outside of the people that worked on her case know her real name. Right? Fucked up. Most of the people that harm children were harmed as children. That's a fact. So it's kind of something that's passed down generationally, unfortunately. What it do? What it do and how it be? Do you think it's possible to teach empathy to those lacking it? Absolutely. Once again, I just talked about a case study of a little girl who had no empathy. She was basically a violent psychopath at the age of 5. And she learned through repetition and exposure therapy and very, very loving and patient people how to see the value in feeling for other people. So yes, I believe that a person can learn empathy, but it takes a profound amount of help, love, and dedication, right? All kids have no empathy at age 5. Do all kids stab their brothers with knives repeatedly? Do all kids kill pets at that age and kill little animals and feel no remorse when they find out they did nothing wrong? Because I've been around a lot of 5-year-olds and I have never met one that did that. But that's anecdotal. I guess maybe I was just around a bunch of real weird 5-year-olds that don't like to get in trouble and care about hurting people. Stupid. I don't know if it's empathy that I've lost, because now when someone tells me they had a bad day, it feels like I can't say anything to make them feel better. That's not a loss of empathy. That's just the ennui of living in fucking modern society, dude. It's such a cliche. I've had a bad day, man. It's just like, you want to help a friend, but also you just know that there's nothing you can do. So it's just like, I'm tired of other people's problems. Because everybody's got them. Because we live in a society where most people, even if they think they are, they're just fucking desperately unhappy. Do you have to be born with empathy to be able to feel anything from music? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I mean, certainly, like, music for me is a very empathetic experience. I mean, there are certain pieces of music I can listen to and cry. In fact, I think I did once on old Ideas on Periscope. You know, I was having a rough night. I had a family member that passed away, and that influenced it. But I listened to Basin Street Blues by Louis Armstrong, and that's a piece of music that can literally just make me cry from just the joy of hearing it. And that, I can't imagine having that connection with music outside of empathy. Louis Armstrong was like a fucking angel from heaven, dude. That dude, I mean, he may have had a spotty personal life, but when it comes to the music he made, fuck, man. That dude was part of something else. He was just better. Satchmo, yeah, man. That voice. That fucking voice, man. Lately, in my imagination, I can see you dancing gracefully. I love him, dude. Please, dear, do this thing for me. A kiss to build a dream on. He's so beautiful, man. I see trees of green. I love him. God, man, Louis was so fucking great. He just had such a, and his playing too. See, I listen to Louis with the ear of a person that was raised up around a trumpet. My dad is a very, very accomplished trumpet player. And he used to play trumpet for me when I was a kid. I played trumpet for a little while when I was a kid. And Louis played the cornet and the trumpet like a demon. The man, he didn't have a fucking equal. There was just an emotionality to his playing that nobody else had. Maybe not nobody else, but very few people in the history of jazz music or music in general played an instrument quite like he did. It's just effortless for him. The non-existent research on the subject. Are you guys having an argument, dude? You guys need to mellow the fuck out. Really. It's way too late. And this stream is way too chill for you guys to be just fucking arguing. I mean, look, I'm not a jazz evangelist. I try and introduce people to it, but I have a very deep personal connection with it, and not everybody does. What up, Sapphire? I'm not doing a cough, man.